set up.
Yeah, bull.
Pepsi, you've missed a lot. You've missed a lot.
What did you do to me?
So what happened so far is we were in a jungle. We rolled a die and went into a direction where something happened, and then we rolled a die and went into a direction and something happened.
Yeah. And
How did you
Clive
bastardize Brutus this time?
came out. It was really weird. It turns out that Icareth
likes
is actually
boy.
native Chilton, which is weird.
Oh.
Aziri, the weirdest part for Aziri, honestly, Aziri is actually part Dragonborn. I know.
Huh?
You've missed so much. But also, really nothing. You just missed this guy, really.
Hold on, I'm not even in
Any
the show.
bastardization of Brutus I need to know about?
No, he was kind of useless. So nothing new.
That's... The fuck you mean?
To be fair, the last 2 weeks Amber hasn't been knocked unconscious, so he might be doing his job better.
No, Amber has gotten more careful. No, actually, never mind. She got an invisibility spell. She got a free escape.
I can't wait till something with true sight gets you.
So, Ruby, I've given you Hurrell, and Pepsi, I've given you Gark's character, because all is fair. And all is...
Got it, throw gang signs.
Yeah, pretty much. Throw gang signs, call it a day. But yeah, I realised there's going to be an awful lot of recaps where I say stuff happened. Because stuff did happen. Clive, past 2 sessions, he's been walking around, not much really happened. One long rest, a lot of stuff happened.
He's been trying to initiate a bromance with Huriel.
Yeah.
Which,
It did
considering
too.
that he was the only person who can't talk to him, it's a
Yeah.
bit
Odd. To the point where they had an argument in the middle of a little town. They found a little town with slaughtered goblins all over the place. Rather freshly slaughtered goblins. Both Hurrell and Clive believe that there's some more powerful force out there to try and hunt them down and send them warnings. So Clive has indefinite madness and nothing's really changed with Hurrell, but...
Wasn't Clive already mad?
Yeah, kinda, I suppose.
you can certainly assume that, yeah.
All I'm saying is, no sane person eats people.
Well, that would make me insane.
Oh, actually.
I was gonna say, well, actually, there was that one guy in Germany who went about it in the most, morbidly professional way possible. And then didn't like it and fed it to his dog. You should look that up sometime, that was weird.
Well, yeah, cannibalism technically isn't illegal, it's just the means of getting it.
That is the scarily truest thing.
That depends actually where you're from or where you do cannibalism. Because in some countries, if you go to a restaurant and the restaurant serves human meat even without you knowing, then you can still be punished for it.
Of course, you know that, huh?
Well,
This is something you'd like to tell us.
yeah.
It's common knowledge.
No.
Did anybody else here know that?
No, it isn't. No.
1 in 5 does not make it common.
All of you just are not common. That was a compliment. You're welcome.
Felt like an insult.
Yeah, I felt like an insult.
Oh, you're all special to me.
Special needs, yeah.
Anyway, when last yous were in this particular part of the jungle, yous fought some. You fought some ghouls, some undead. Yous fucked them up.
Amber told us they were zombies.
Amber told yous there were zombies.
Yeah.
And you then, once you were done with that, heard
Yeah.
some odd slurping and glurping noises.
Go.
You weren't too sure about it. There seemed to be conversation. You decided to just let sleeping dogs lie, I suppose would be the best terminology for it. Realised that
We
there was
went and had a look,
yeah.
and there were a group of looked like local tribesmen
Sit
with blue
into a lake
triangle
house.
symbols and red paint. They were sitting there eating meat.
And everybody
Yeah.
thought, let's just leave them to have their late dinner, early breakfast. And you proceeded to go to camp for the night. That's where my note specifically picks up for this session. It states, long rest to start. And that puts us at the camping. However, I will be like super cool. I know, right? Imagine me being so damn cool.
That'll be first.
I'll hurt you. I know where you live.
Nuh-uh, I moved.
I know for a fact you didn't. I'm gonna... Do we still have access to that token? I hope not. Oh yeah, you do.
By the way, Pepsi,
Scottish installed
didn't know-
cameras in front of your door, and he knows that for the past, well, since whatever happened at your house, you have not actually left the front door.
That's just not true. You didn't
touched grass today.
What?
You touched grass today.
Not today. But I visited his
God.
mother, so like.
Oh, that's your loss. I ain't even
Doesn't
seen her since
mean
Christmas.
Yeah, I know. She told me all about it.
Again, that's like your loss. Brutus, Clive, Icareth, Huarel, Aziri. I know
We are
I'm missing
missing
some.
the other snake woman.
Amber, Brutus.
Pepsi,
Amber is
this
the one
new guy doesn't seem to talk. He has smells, and he has different smells.
Like it's a bit
So
weird,
far-
pretty sure.
So far, we've got roses, violets, honeysuckle, lemons, Christmas hams, sulphur,
Piss.
burning, wood smoke, bread baking.
We're not even at camp. I already get the big click of a long rest.
I said I was
Sulphur.
being nice.
We did that at the end of last session.
Are you
said
sure?
We would. Yeah, you said we would do this now, so I don't forget to do it.
I wrote it down.
No, because I'm down 2 spell slots. So
I wrote
that's
it down
true.
so that way I'd remember we were going to do it. And then this time around, I'm just doing it because I don't see any of the long rest regens. I see the combat, I see the experience, and then I saw you saying you'll be right back. Pardon me. God
Didn't
Damn it,
Amber
Pepsi.
collect the water? Didn't
What?
Amber collect the water last time?
you done the thing where he didn't eat or drink.
I clicked on the thing.
Did you click the boxes or did you click the
plus signs.
pluses?
Or did you click both?
I looked in his inventory, he had the stuff, and then it took the stuff.
Matthew didn't last long rest. Amber
You did, you
before-
just forgot to... I don't think you added it to the thing. I said
Okay,
you got
cool.
like half a cup's worth.
Oh yeah, that was half a cup. That wasn't enough for a day, so she doesn't have.
Pepsi, roll a d47.
Okay.
What I don't like about this thing is that when you get to 0, it deletes it from you rather than keeping it at 0.
What is it you want to keep? And I can quickly get it updated.
What do you
ration.
mean?
I would like a 0 out of 1 rations so that when we find some, I don't have to go re-import the whole thing.
Yeah.
and just
Do you have rations on your
Value.
sheet, or did they go bye-bye?
gone bye because that was my last set.
Cool, cool.
That's sort of what I was saying is I'd this program, I would like it went to 0 out of 1 rather than delete the whole thing. But it's nothing you can do.
That's
Like that.
actually... So it's not an issue with the program that you're thinking. It's an issue with how Foundry has it.
Yeah.
They're defaultly set that once you hit 0, they get destroyed. Destroy on empty. So, I'll say you can have a maximum of 20 to be safe right now. And you have a 0 out of 20 ration in your inventory there, sir.
Before we
Yeah,
rest,
And
would Amber be
I
able
was
to
just-
find water for herself?
Can give me survival.
I was just
I
gonna
will
ask.
help you actually.
Would anyone be willing to spare a ration?
Oh,
I
Clive
can
would
give
be
you
happy
a
to.
ration.
I don't
Yeah,
trust
Clive-
Clive's food.
Life has a lot, but the trouble is half of them are like sentient beings. So
Yeah.
Were
Yeah.
sentient beings.
I can hand you a ration if you need.
Thank you. Here, if you'd like, I can help you go hunting later to repay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I
All right.
I put it down by 1, so you can add 1.
All right. Thank you.
Where I would have to find water as well.
Oh wait, shit! I thought I did drink. I thought it said I had drink.
Hmm.
Hold on.
I've taken the
Let me check my-
exhaustion off. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you.
The salt and pepper
Uh,
crackers are great. I'm sure I won't shit myself.
Let me just
Yeah.
take off a charge.
You find a small stream of water, enough to fill your water skin with.
Okay. Then
Then
we'll tell Horo about it as well, because he doesn't have any as well. Ration, water skin, finish.
Actually, my water skin could use a refill. Any of y'all know where some water is?
are we all able to fill our water skins?
Yes,
I'm just asking
Perfect.
in character because I thought it'd be neat. But nice.
Keep
Yeah,
this out
Amber,
in the tray.
Amber will message the rest that she found a good water spot for water, and
Actually,
before
Hey,
we leave,
Scott.
she's gonna refill everybody's water skin again. So you had not, so like everybody has 4 charges.
hey Scottish,
Right.
I have 2 flasks with liquid. I don't know what it is. I
Oil.
plan on just dumping it. Can I? How much water would I be able to carry in 2 flasks?
I believe a flask is a flask of oil, and I believe a flask is a pint.
And I guess would that be like an equivalent to a charge, half a charge, or?
the language is because you can always get a flask of ocean, which is not a pint. It's far less than that. So
I thought the
Hey,
flasks were a pint.
A pint is enough for a day.
but a flask is also what potion comes in. And, oh no, are they vials? I don't know actually.
Vial.
Vial?
Vials. Adventuring gear flask holds up to 1 pint.
I don't see a flask on your sheet there, good buddy.
I do. Caramel filled flask, clear liquid flask.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I plan on dumping them.
You're not going to try them.
Nope.
Yeah, you're dumping them out. Cool, cool, cool. Da 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 da. La.
And then, just so I know, what charges do they count for in terms of water?
One.
Okay.
Where's that damn source
Thank
book?
you.
On the water skin, it says it can hold 4 pints, 4 charges. Is
Gotcha.
But if,
Fine with me.
the fun thing is there are rules for if you mix 2 potions, and
There are.
they could be.
We first need to find out what those two.
Technically,
We first need to find out what those 2 potions you just dumped out were.
Well, I dumped them. Too late now. I still have 1 magic blue pill left, though.
Yeah, boy.
Eat it.
Yeah, boy.
give it to Horo. You have a tent.
It's that scene from The Emperor's
I'll
New
save this
Groove.
magic blue pill for when Urel's here.
You can use them.
Wait, no, it was that map. Sorry, give me a little sec. It wasn't tier 4. It was
God damn it. Let me change your goddamn name.
no, it
Flasks.
was 37. Cool. Your flasks.
Wouldn't it be more effective to just increase the charges of the water skin to 6 from 4 and remove the flasks?
No.
I can't go over the charge.
Cool.
No,
It's
but
gonna...
if you increase the total uses to 6.
Let me see if it lets me. Oh, it does.
That's a separate
There we go.
item, so it's hard to
Well,
keep
then I'll
track
just have
of
to know
where-
it comes from the flasks.
Yeah, or just keep the flasks and fill them with water.
Look, yes, but what I'm saying is, it
It's
just makes it easier.
No, it makes it more complicated because you're gonna forget where the flasks come from.
I'll just write it down now. 2 flasks of water equal 2 extra charges. There.
So, which table would you guys like to use for the mixing of potions? 2014 or 2024?
2024.
What's the difference?
I don't know. Ooh, that's a
What
nice
are we
number.
looking for?
When in
Yeah,
doubt,
I don't know.
always pick
You've just
2024.
taken 2 very powerful potions and poured them out.
Yeah, I just dumped them in the dirt.
Potions mixing usually has bad consequences.
Well, that's a problem for nature.
Not this time. I rolled a 38. Both potions work normally.
Anyone want to lick the dirt?
Yeah, but both potions just work normally. So as far as you know, they were completely fucking inert. Oh wait, shit, were they? Were they?
In one of those flasks,
So in my
there was
defense,
actually a
the
beholder.
way they were labeled, I thought they were just miscellaneous items someone picked up while they were in control
No.
of me.
They were given to you because it was a reward because you weren't there, so it's like something nice for you to come back to. Like
I didn't know they were rewards. I thought they were just dumb shit you guys gave me.
I think one of them was like a sky giant strength or something, no?
Well, nobody told me. So,
You didn't ask.
Nobody knew, to be fair.
again, I just assumed it was dumb shit.
Don't assume dumb shit if
Whenever
they're...
people take control of other people's characters, they're usually given dumb shit or do dumb shit.
Brutus, could you make a
Yeah.
dexterity saving throw for me?
Oh boy,
Oh, fuck me.
Nice.
no thanks.
Alright. Let me just...
You already hit the long rest button, and I'm assuming that you are getting this water before the long rest anyway.
Okay, this doesn't work on saving throws, so
So-
let's go.
So the consequences here doesn't matter. Wow, you failed that.
Do I have anything to add to this? No, because that only
Sir.
applies to ability checks.
So I'm gonna quickly grab my dinner real quick to pull up.
Yep.
Motherfucker, you just start burning alchemist fire.
Oh boy.
So you
I mean, all I did was toss it to the side. I don't know why it would attack me specifically.
You
Was
just
that
dumped
the
them at
clear
your feet.
Was that the clear one?
I didn't say dump it at my feet. I just said dump it out. Why would I dump it directly at my feet?
Oh, it's right next to you. You can only dump it so far.
You have to be very specific.
Brutus, could you just tell us what your intelligence score is?
My intelligence is a 9.
There's
Yeah,
a
you dumped it at your
reason. There's a reason.
I mean, I already rolled the save, so might as well take the fire, but like...
Also, oh wait, no, you're a different flavor of tiefling.
I'm specifically resistant to poison.
Yeah, you're one of the more useless tieflings.
So Pepsi, you know how I just said I'm assuming that you're picking this up before you went on your long rest?
Yeah?
That would mean that the fire damage was completely negated by the fucking long rest.
Lovely. Works for me. It's just like, okay, well, if we're rolling with this, I just imagine it's like, all right, there goes that that weird clear potion. Ugh, don't want to know what that was.
Potion of
All right, let's see
invisibility.
what this. I like to think he just opens it and it explodes in his face. I think that's funnier.
But yeah,
It just fire explodes.
took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I did. But yeah, as you all head on out. So Ruby, you filled your water skin, yeah?
Yep.
And then used it that night, yeah?
And then went back and filled it again.
And Hurrelpa?
Farewell too, yeah.
Anybody else?
I went in the morning.
Okay. Ruby, both characters you're playing, con saves.
Yay. Boop, boop, boop. I knew this was gonna happen, but I thought it would make sense to do it anyway.
Okay, I'm just reading this rule here real quick. Okay. Cool. You drink the water. And as you do it definitely tastes like stagnant water. Like, you've got a glass of water that's been sitting out in a room for a day. You drink it and it's not as refreshing as it could be. We've all been hungover once. And, you do feel a little parched with it, mouth still feels a bit dry, but yeah, shit happens. It happens as it does.
Water is water.
Yeah, water is water. And use...
Stormwater is water.
As yous are all good in the hood.
On the way, I would like to go hunting as well. Like if there's
I would like to assist
any
if possible.
good opportunity on the way.
On the way to where you're going, or the way back from your long rest? Like, specifically
On the way
when?
to where we are going during the day.
So, Pepsi, Clive was under the impression that he was a great guide. Do you wish to try and keep up that false facade bravado
in
that he had?
character.
He's been
His
trying to
hubris
guide-
is unmatched.
He's been trying to guide us to the coast, wasn't it? There's a port there or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Port
Yeah,
Nanzaru.
I think it was Port Nyanzaru.
Nope.
Well,
No, that's where we started.
I don't know.
Port.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
wait,
We're
yeah.
going back to Port Nanzaru at this
Well, yeah,
place.
we probably are heading back because we keep getting lost, but
It's Port Castigliar.
Alright, well, given his hubris, what do I need to roll for my hubristic guidance? Thinking I'm better
Survival.
than this native.
blind survival.
Does it need to be
Blind
blind?
to survival.
Doesn't need to be blind? I don't think he was rolling. Was he rolling his survival's blind?
I don't know, but you should. 'Cause there's no way Kai
Why?
would know.
No, he wasn't rolling it
have
blind
to,
because
or-
he wasn't doing it blind because he used his inspiration on one of the rolls.
He has been running quite a
Alright,
lot of stuff
so-
blind because I think he has it naturally blind for when he DMs.
Maybe
So
someone could give the help.
Okay, so here we go.
Never mind.
Now Clive thinks he's the best. I am the best guide, he signs. Fuck yeah!
With a -1.
Exactly.
I mean, to be fair, 12 is not bad. Above
And
average.
just in case it needs to be said, if how do I
Once
say your name again?
Vox.
Which name?
No, your guy's character's name.
Itchy.
Icky. Itchy. Yeah, well, Yikara. I'll help you with hunting as need be.
Do you wish to move a fast pace or a slow pace?
Slow pace, because
Oh.
otherwise we can't go hunting on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah,
Could I ask
of course.
something?
of course, sir.
No.
Last couple of days in the jungle, we've come across undead things.
Mhm.
Is there a way of seeing if the jungle itself looks like it's corrupted or tainted, or is it just too hard to tell? So I suppose I'll be keeping an eye out as we move to see if there's any signs of this. And that's something that Aziri might finally start thinking about after 2 or 3 days of that type of stuff.
After constantly encountering the undead.
Yeah, is there a difference in the jungle? Because we weren't encountering undead like the first few days, were we? I think we encountered like those gorilla stuff. So is there a change? Like, can you tell from the trees or the ground that there's like an area of undead? Didn't some undead attack from the underground? Remember, we fought in a camp in one of our camps against some skeletons or something that came out from under the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You can make an appropriate religion, make an appropriate intelligence check that you feel would be best suited to your character. Be that.
Yeah, I wanted to say, is this something she mentions to the party or to anybody, or is it just in her own head? Because I feel like Amber would want to help, but if she doesn't know that you're thinking about it, she can help you.
I don't think she would say it out loud, but to Amber it'd be obvious that she's like looking around, and sort of like looking at the dirt, looking at trees and stuff like that, and just acting like she hasn't done on any other day you've travelled with her. So if you were to ask, she would explain. So if you wanted to go off of that, I'm happy.
Let me just roll like a. Oh no, she has no idea what you're doing. She's probably thinking you're trying to look for a good place to put seeds or something, or some sunflowers.
Equally valid. So yeah, so it's something that she's sort of like starting to think about. Does the forest sort of look any different from when we first started off because there are undead around it, or not? That's all she's trying to do. I got an 11 on that, so I don't think it's conclusive, but yeah.
One sec. Great things about some of these words is I don't know how to actually say them. And some of these are my first time encountering these words in 30 years. And it's words you will find in an Oxford dictionary.
Oh, let me have a read at it. I probably know it.
Ah! That's cute. Cool. Spelt that totally wrong, by the way. Oh, what was your roll again, Tom?
11.
11.
Nature.
Well, you are one with the farms, right? That's your whole thing. And you are aware NYCH. Cool. You are aware that the forest is just like a big farm. Right? You could say that. There's animals, they do their own thing. They help in the ecosystem. There are tall trees, there are plants. You may not have seen these plants before, but you have helped yourself to some fruits from some plants. You have eaten them. That happens with corn all the time. Happens with sunflower seeds. You've not seen in a farm before, though. The amount of just bones you've seen around. It's almost kind of like walking through a mass grave sometimes. The amount of bones that seem to be about. The amount of dead people. It's almost like a well-travelled area, I would say.
Is it more likely people bones than animal bones?
Very much people as opposed to animal, yeah. There are a few animal bones here and there, but for the most part it is humans. Or humanoid, to say the least.
Thank you.
A 5 and then a 00 is a 5 on a D100 and not like a...
Yes.
That's cool. D100s. This is the only time I've ever used a D100 this extensively, guys. Alright, use our... Oh, cool. And Vox, if you want to make a survival check at disadvantage, because you are...
I'm helping, remember?
Make it flat. That tracks.
There doesn't seem to be much out here.
It doesn't, no.
I hope we don't have to resort to tiger cubes.
Well, you know, you're making your way towards the coast, and there are all manner of trees. There are all manner of... I say trees again, but it ain't trees. There are all manner of foliage and such. You can hear animals. You just can't see animals, which is rather bizarre.
Do you need glasses, Eucharist? Oh, sorry.
No, you go. I go, don't worry.
I just made a quick one.
Well,
Oh.
did you see any animals that we could hunt? I sure didn't.
I can sure hear them, which is annoying.
Yeah, well,
Just
hearing and seeing are not the same.
Wait, I think I see. No,
you hear them.
that's a pile of bones.
You hear the chirping of some animals, the screeches of others, and another great thing. 7. Another great thing you start to hear. The squealing of pig.
Oh, we found a police officer.
Are those some armed officers?
So you,
Come
They make it all the way out here.
you hear the
Best
squealing.
part of your life.
Hear the squealing of the pig. The squealing of the... I'm gonna brighten this map
Wait
up
a
just a little. Just that way there is actually some fucking visibility. The squealing of the pig. You then start to hear the thumping. This of what sounds like little feet just sprinting along. You hear that almost wild hog sound, that high-pitched squeal. I wasn't going to do it, but thank you. Better than me.
You're welcome.
And as you are moving on through, I realise I probably should not have changed the name so soon. You see a...
Come inside.
see this
This is the best part of your life.
giant boar that just seems to and be tunneling through, barreling through as you hear the snorting screeches of the pig. And as it rushes past you, you then see the little creature being chased by what is arguably the cutest fucking thing in the world. I was looking for a Salida, give me a sec.
Actually, that's the cutest fucking thing I've seen in the world.
No, I was looking for her, I was looking for her token. Oh, the book actually get cool, right? The Salida I have is clearly better. No, it is. I've also spelled her name wrong, by the way. I've also spelled her name wrong.
Wait, what does the book version look like?
The book version is... The book version of Salida is... multi-attack with +3 to hit.
Damn.
Arguably useless in a fight. But as the giant boar comes barreling past, you also see in place, and I believe Clive, Brutus, I'm going to do this in how I see y'all moving. So this to me is like that. You see running across three of these little guys. And as they watch as the boar runs off, and as they like start, one of them stops, and as it looks at you and looks you up and down, as it does, it gives a little, and we just finna go ahead roll initiative real quick, guys.
Hey, I think we found dinner! Oh, finally, something that isn't tiger cubes! Clive looks disappointed.
Yeah, this is the type of dinner he won't eat. This is the sentient being he looks at and goes, nah, that would be humane. Everybody else looks at it and goes,
Right matter.
everybody else looks at it and goes, oh yeah. He looks at it and goes,
Not enough fingers.
I am missing
Foreword.
Prowl.
And Silida. And Kiana.
The girls just go on initiative count 20 because it makes it easier.
Okay.
I treat them like fucking layer actions because they're from the jungle. But also, they only step in when you really need help. Any other time, they're happy to watch. They have a cuck chair.
Okay, that's how I'm gonna refer to my NPCs on the side from now on.
They're on the cuck chair. The optimistic Dino, I don't fucking know.
What is?
The
Velociraptors.
non-issues.
Oh, Dionakis?
Fuck you.
I knew it! The alternate was about to trigger.
As
I think it's Dionakis or Dionakis. It's one of those two.
Oh, not this.
see. Okay.
You've activated my trap card. My trap is autism.
So I'm gonna quickly knock this off before anything, because I think maybe potentially automations, but this little guy, 10, 15, 20, is going to move towards Aziri. And as he does, he kind of runs towards you, and it has a multi-attack. Christ, okay.
Damn. These little guys?
It's gonna
Yeah, bites, 2 bites, 1d4.
it's gonna claw at Aziri. That's a 20 to hit for 7 Aziri. And I know what I'm about to ask, but as a bonus action, it's going to make that a pouncing attack, and I need a strength saving throw. I'm well aware what I've just asked. Don't worry.
What's the DC? Out of curiosity.
12.
So I'm going to fail because I'm good at it. This is the way my characters work.
You are knocked prone.
Mhm.
The little guy will take his second claw attack at advantage. That's a 10, which misses. And then he will proceed to try and bite,
Yeah, point me as well. Little bugger.
which is a 19 for 3. As you all watch, this little guy just starts pouncing on Aziri. And looks like he's making a good dinner of her. Girl dinner, everybody.
Dinner!
Hey, we're supposed to eat you, not us!
The other
Hurrah.
way around. I mean, it's a food each food world, you know?
What's
Horo
your,
is
what's your food on my
gonna-
food?
What
Is-
else
Aziri-
do you possess?
I like to think Aziri, that happened because Aziri was actually looking at the boar and so didn't realise that this dinosaur jumped on her, so she got completely blindsided because she was looking at the boar.
We had one of those on the farm, what the fuck?
That's good eating, and then bang.
I think
Hurl.
agonizing and repelling blast is what Hurl has.
Yeah, I know how to work. I just wanted to check if I had repelling because I wasn't sure. Horom is gonna. Never mind. Pull out his wand and point it at the little shit that just ate a Ziri, and he's gonna miss.
Yep, that's gonna miss.
And then he's gonna move back here because Horom doesn't want to get hurt, and that's gonna be the end of his turn.
Icareth.
Talking about. Oh. There we go.
Mm-hmm. An 11's gonna miss. As you try to stab this creature, and it's just wailing on his eerie.
And bonus action.
Nine on
Fine,
Azuri.
actually. Yeah, on Azuri, not on the.
I made a
Demon
total
Accused.
assumption it was on Azuri, not gonna lie. Although Azuri is the only one that's been damaged, so you know. Safe assumption, I guess.
And then I will also move one back. And that's my turn.
Coco. The grumpy Dianosaurus. Is gonna run this way. Provokes an attack of opportunity from Clive. Clive so wishes.
Gotcha. Clive will execute the dinosaur.
Not with an 11, he won't. Christ, guys.
Never mind.
Christ. You fought Gorillions and Velociraptor, like Gorillions and like pterodactyl type folk. Imagine
These
them
little
taking it by raptors.
I'd like to think he slings down his greatsword, thinks he got it, and then just watches it hop over.
This guy here will move on towards Amber. Amber, whilst your AC says 15, your spell slots say otherwise.
I'll knock off spell slot. I keep forgetting to remove the one at the start of the day.
It will, however, make its second claw attack as it jumps up and tries to basically bicycle kick you, I suppose. It misses on a 14 for 8, but hits on a 17 for 10.
Oh, that's half my HP gone, as had.
Cool. Strength save?
You know who you're asking it of.
And then it will proceed to start gouging your throat. A 16 to hit
Normally I pay for this service.
for 6. Bringing your total hit points to 10.
Damn.
Wizards, everybody. Speaking of wizards, Brutus.
Okay, real quick, what did we establish for, can we move through allies or no?
Yep.
That's just additional movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5, 15. Hey boss, do you consent to a bait and switch?
Yeah.
Alright, get out the way, you frail thing! Come on! And then, let me just roll superiority die.
I'm not gonna lie, I expected the word thing to be replaced with another F word. Don't know why.
I was tempted.
Just what I thought was coming.
I hesitated. Right then, and then I will roll my...
Bit to the bit power.
Alright, come on, you queer. Alright, so, it's not much, but, you get a +2 to your AC till it's my turn again.
The half cover
then-
specifically adds +2 on you, go, Brutus.
And then, whop! Hey there, little lizard.
The way you said that.
I'm feeling hungry. You know what? Hey, boss, do you want this meat pounded or skewered?
Keyword.
Alright, here we go.
Brutus is out here pounding meat.
And-
Come again?
Kiggity.
I will come again if he keeps going.
Alright, 13 to hit.
Just hits.
Alright. That is 6 piercing damage.
Did it else?
Oh wait, never mind.
It's actually
I
lightning
can choose.
damage.
I thought I. Yeah, I want to say lightning instead because I thought it only applies with the line attack.
It makes,
But anyways,
makes no difference in resistances this time, however you wish. So, I suppose in this
Yep.
case, it's not skewered or tenderized. It's fried.
electrified.
Electrocuted.
Oh, whoop, I forgot I could do that. All right, then let me just check my bonus actions.
That's on me.
Oh, I was just gonna say, bonus action. I'm gonna wait. I think I can only target one person with a superiority thing at a time.
What?
With bait and switch, particularly, or
No, I was gonna say like, can I use bait and switch and rally on?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I thought there was some limitation.
I believe they're separate actions.
I've
Okay.
had to quickly refresh, so I can't say my things were going missing.
What does it say for bait and switch? What does it take? Does it take movement?
What does it specifically say?
It's an
in
other.
What does it specifically say in the
It's a
superiority die?
special when you're within 5 feet of a superiority die. Let me just just maneuvers you learn. You superiority die. When you use it expended. It doesn't say anything. Oh wait, you can only use one maneuver per attack. Okay,
Exactly. It doesn't say.
okay, I think I can use
That's
it.
yeah, because you didn't make an attack for bait and switch, and if you're going to use rally, that's also not an attack.
Okay, got it. Then I'm gonna rally my boss. Alright, you get back and get to shooting, alright? You get 6 temp HP as well.
Throw it on with it.
We harm.
Did it
And-
not finish?
Actually, so it has to go around me. It has to use extra movement to get to... nope, that is it.
I was going to say, ha, joke's on you, it's a small creature. Nah, this is medium, apparently. Ribby, Amber, you've been set upon by a dinosaur and then set upon by a red man.
Kinky.
Giggity.
Kinky. Do we want to put the board to sleep?
Aims good eating.
I'm gonna.
Eat it while
use
it's
my
still
move-
asleep.
I'm gonna use half my movement to get up. Quick question: if I poison a creature, does it mean we can't eat it?
I don't know.
I'd argue you would have to cook it a little harder.
That's what Spice for. He's a test. anything.
True.
If Clive dies, if Clive dies, it's deadly to the whole population. If Clive gets sick, oh maybe.
I forgot I've had the rebuke. Long day at work. What can I say? I'm then gonna. Do I want to deep fry this chicken? I'm gonna go over here.
Mhm.
And then bonus action on myself, and then hawk to her.
Yep.
See, let me breath. Don't change concentration. There we go. There we go. And then fire damage because I want to pre-cook them.
Oh yeah. Wow. Dexterous little fucker, aren't you? Natural 16.
And with that, I then gonna use the rest of my movement to go sit with Horo.
You stood up.
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to move towards Horo.
It is Clive's turn. Go Pepsi.
Do y'all think Clive would go for the big beast or the little one right next to him?
The big one has the most meat on it.
Yeah, but he prefers people.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I mean, he also likes collecting food, so.
Fair enough. Clive will sign like, I'll get the big one. And I'll take an opportunity attack. Yep, that boar's getting...
Wow!
And that Dionacus can take a opportunity attack.
The boar actually rolled a nat 1, meaning it gets a
Damn.
turn this round. Clive, nat 20 to hit.
Oh!
For 13 points of slashing damage.
Does Clive have any reactions I can use? No.
The little dinosaurs, am I not a fucking threat to you?
I'm just gonna shoot a glare at it. Wait, doesn't he have his eyes covered? No, he doesn't. Does he?
He likes to say that he can barely open them.
Clive looks in the vague direction and glares at the Dionacus, when instead he glares at a tree. And we'll continue forward. 5, 10, 15, 20. How about I insert some divine wrath into this pig?
Bunch skewer. I just imagine him starting to
Wait
say
a minute,
fire.
wait a minute. Wait, he has an adamantine dagger. Oh, baby. 5 hit.
I just imagine, like, he starts saying, like, a prayer as a thank you for the food that is the living creature in front of him.
So
Yeah.
so just in character, that dagger means nothing to him. His sword is the most important
Oh.
thing for him.
Never mind. Then I will
That's
just...
the treasure that no one wanted.
Ah, gotcha. Alright, then never mind. I retract my statement.
But in 20 sessions time when you
the
fight a golem.
description. Sorry, I just love the description he gave the great sword. May I be forgiven for my acts, for I'm sorry you were unfortunate enough. Alright, let's go.
24 8 does in
And
fact hit.
I would like to add some divine wrath. Oh wait, was I supposed to roll this first?
No, what smite is it?
Divine smite.
No, it's all smites are bonus actions
Oh, it's
to
a
be
bonus
taken
action.
after you hit.
Oh, okay, got it. Then divine wrath.
God will
Hey, does this
throw.
boar happen to be an undead?
Clive would
Well,
love it if
Firewall-
it were.
I love how you rolled 2 1s and then it still deals 8 damage.
Extra 13 radiant damage.
21 points of owies. Towards the
As he
pig.
just raises it, and goes for a clean chop into its side.
Anything else?
Alright, does he have any other actions that can be used? Nope, that doesn't work right now. Alright, that's it.
Okay. Chicken is done. Let's fuck.
Okay.
Well, this little guy here, he's smart enough to know what's going on. He's gonna run on over this way, and as he does, he's gonna bicycle kick Brutus.
Good.
Brutus, I know a 9 misses, but does an 18 hit?
18 to hit. Yes.
Okay. You take 5 points of slashing, and I need a strength save.
Strength save, gotcha. God damn!
You guys are doing great tonight, honestly. I'm so proud of you in this community. Good news is he misses with a 10. Azuri, as you are being set upon by the Anastasia.
Stand up, please. And then the one that
Pardon
knocked
me.
me down, I'm going to reach out and I'm going to try to grapple it.
Okay. I can try and grapple this boy here. What's heck?
Aren't you?
It worked, but fuck you. he will try to... Oh, it's half and half. Well, that's in that one, little buddy.
Then keeping it grappled, I'd like to just shift it one square down so it's not right next to Vox.
There?
Richie, sorry. Yeah, perfect. That's my turn. I'm still holding the grapple.
You're choking the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't teach us Aziri words like that. The giant boar. The giant boar, having thought it was safe, realizing, hey, let's see. Let's see here. The boar will gore Clive. 15 to hit, which just misses. The optimistic Dinosaur
Weapon.
says, but it can still do things, such as try to, like a cat, when it's got something, will try to box it with like his back feet. This little Dinosaur is going to do that to Aziri, and that's a nat 1, and that's a 13 to hit.
Misses.
And then it's going to try and bite, and that's all misses. We are over to the Hurrell corner.
The twink corner.
What happens if I knock the first one into the other ones?
Dominoes!
Can I play dominoes with the dinos?
Ain't quite how it works.
Let's see if I hit first.
13 does fact hit.
And then I would like
7.
I would like to repelling blast them.
Did it else? Did you?
That's the right one, right? It doesn't tell me.
That's the one that's targeted. Yeah, it was the
no,
one.
no,
that
I'm
was
saying
here.
like the right spell, but I assume so. And then he's gonna move back.
Icareth.
Ifrith will move back.
Mhm.
And back a bit more. Yeah, up to here. And fortunately, there's already someone targeted, which means I can simply...
You targeting the one that's grappled or the one that Hurrell hit?
The one that's grappled.
Do you have repelling blast? No? Yes?
No.
You... It 13 hits for 13, and as Aziri holds this little fucker, like you can feel it almost go limp in your hand there before it gets a second wind, if you will. Fuck you, Bruce. Then it else your turn there. Okay.
Then I'm going to... Oh,
So I thought you said no. On you go.
I said, and then I'm going to target Brutus and... what should I give him? I guess some of this, maybe?
Hey. Thanks.
4 hit points towards
well,
Bruce.
It was not quite as much as Aziri got, but I suppose that's what you get for being spits on the
Tiefling.
ground.
You see Brutus give a thumbs up from the dirt.
So it'll turn around and relay the thumbs up.
That's my turn.
Thumbs up communication.
The little guy here, who is the guy that was blasted, he will move on over to here. 5, 10, 15, 20. And he will... They'll get back to good eating. And proceed to claw at a boy. In fact, will it... Yeah, it'll claw at a boy because its intelligence is low enough, but it knows what easy prey looks like. Brutus, as it starts to claw and bite at you. 16, does that hit?
Yep.
Cool. These attack numbers just go higher to hit 16, 18, and 23. So you take a total of 18 damage in total.
Ah!
As it's just going for the eyes now. And you're up, buddy.
I like to think the helm is barely saving my eyeballs.
One step away from LASIK.
Get off me! And I'm gonna, spend my movement to get up. And then... First, I'm gonna pop a second wind.
Yeah.
So that is... I'll heal myself at 13. That brings me up to 38. There we go. Alright, that's my bonus section done. If I use the push attack, am I able to push diagonally?
I'd say if movement doesn't allow it, then it doesn't allow it to move straight, then technically.
Okay. Well, let's see if I hit first.
Who we hitting?
The lizard right next to me, to the right. Wait, which one was the one that jumped me? Oh, then the one behind me then.
Yep.
That 12. That is a 16 to hit. 7 lightning damage.
7 damage, yeah. And you're making that a push attack with your maneuvers?
Oh wait, now that I realize it's that one I'm attacking, I'm gonna not do the push attack, because if it goes diagonally, it's going straight to Amber.
Okay.
Right then.
Anything else?
Wait a minute. Hypothetically, if I bait and switch with Aziri, would that move Aziri and the lizard?
I do not believe grappled creatures go with you when you're baiting and switching. Also, I believe for bait and switch, the creature needs to be willing? I know it's
The
a
creature within
weird one.
5 feet of me has to be willing.
Yeah, if Aziri's got this guy in a chokehold, I don't know if should be willing. I'm just making a guess, but I also don't. I think it would break the grapple either way.
Never mind then.
Don't bring my grapple. I've just a whole round to set it up. Stop messing with
Yeah, I'm not gonna break it.
Yeah.
I just figured I could get in a better position too, and also give you an armor class bonus. But nah, I'm done.
Brutus, could just move
Yes.
here and push. Oh wait, no, that invokes. Never mind.
Yeah, opportunity attack. I'm already getting scratched up. I'd rather lock them down where they are. I'm done.
Your bait and switch ends on Amber now, or at the end of Amber's turn?
At the end of my turn. So you can remove that half cover.
There you go. Amber moves on into position.
And he's gonna once again huck a Tua directly at them. That's gonna be fire once more.
Their dexterity is shitly enough. Aziri, you're not in there. Don't worry.
Sorry, I thought.
Nah,
No,
you need to be in the cube.
You're telling me a chicken fried this dino? Would this be
You told me a tiefling fried these rice?
actually? Would these be considered dino nuggies?
You hear the screeching of the one in Aziri's hands just go limp, and Aziri, turns
Oh
out
shit! Sorry.
turns out dinosaur doesn't smell too good when it's not been properly prepared. But yeah, didn't else your turn there, Amber.
Sorry, Aziri. I forgot you were setting something up, so I just tried to fuck. I'm then gonna use the rest of my movement to go behind my favorite protector, Horo.
You hear that, Brutus? You're a job. Clive. That's you, Pepsi.
Sorry, I was responding to a ping.
Okay.
Alright,
Yeah, you go.
let's send this hog to God. Fuck. What did I do as a bonus action?
Cry.
Nice.
Hold on,
Orchid.
hold on. I'm looking at his abilities.
Crank your hog. Oh wait, you're trying to do that.
Nope. 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 Transform as a bonus action? No. You know, wait, is this a bonus action? Let me see.
By the way, he does do some damage on a miss
Oh yeah, proficiency bonus.
because of his mastery.
So 2 damage. I didn't know he had mastery, my bad.
Sorry.
We forget about that one so often.
Hold on. Ah, damn, he doesn't have that prepared. Never mind, I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, my food.
Little guy here, having watched his friend die, will scream in dinosaur. Anyone with comprehend languages on would hear, "No! Not Jeff!" And, oh, God. Stupid is what stupid does. Brutus, even a rod.
Odd.
Oh, Brutus, claw bait, buddy. They all miss. You watch them start screaming and swailing and nothing. Azuri, dead dino in hand.
Yeah, furious at the dead dinosaur, so that induces her to. Oh,
Reduces
But,
to
yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't
Right.
going to, but thing now. Holding this dead dinosaur body, I'd like to take it both hands in the tail, swing it round over my head, and bring it down recklessly on this one between Brutus and Stylida.
I fucking love it. So 1d
Is a
classes
1d20 plus 4.
yeah 1d20 plus 4 but classes improvised. So yeah, but I'm not gonna have you roll damage. You just take the dinosaurs. Motherfucker beat a dinosaur with another dinosaur.
A burnt dinosaur. It was crispy.
Just that cracking of the bark. It's like, Did anything else with your turn?
Which part of the dinosaur did you hit with which part of the dinosaur that you were holding?
I was holding it by the tail. Can I make some kind of check to see if the dead body sort of breaks after that?
Let me check a weapon. I have an idea.
Just, do I still have the body if we get to another round? That's all.
Oh yeah, like the body doesn't snap out. You like maybe hear like a bone crack here or there, but like the body's still there. It's just a little bit more wiggly.
No, I just wondered if it would so burnt that like the flesh would come off and it would slip out my hand or the tail would come off somewhere. But that's fine. Cool. That's my turn.
The boar. Oh, I don't know. That's me. Heads up, my ass. The boar will do the thing. Where the boar will gore. Clive.
Mm-hmm.
A 16 to hit on our boy Clive is just enough
Meets it, beats it.
for 7 damage. And that's really all it can do. Hurrah.
Realm is gonna make another Dino Chickenary. With an Eldritch Blast.
Not with a 12, he's not.
How hard do you have to punch a chicken to cook it?
It's not how hard you need to do it, it's how many times you need to do it. I saw that video.
No. No, you just have to hit it once and perfectly cook it. I saw somebody do the math. How far away from a supernova do you have to be to perfectly cook a chicken?
Remember, guys, there's going to be that one point in a nuclear bomb where all the frozen pizzas around it are perfectly cooked.
Yeah. Somebody did the math for chicken for that one as well.
You're correct.
I am going to move over here And then I'm going to see if another type of flame might also cook chicken.
You move on over that way. Kind of gives you a smack on the
Cooking it with
ass.
holy light.
I guess a natural 19 there, buddy.
Ah.
An attempt was made, but again, dexterous little bastard.
Okay, then who needs some healing? Besides the boar.
Clive will raise a hand.
Amber will raise your hand.
The boar will raise a tusk. The dinosaur will raise a scale.
Well, Amber doesn't seem to be in immediate danger, so I guess Claymore gets one of these. And since he's an SMR, of course he gets a good roll.
The spell's racist.
It's a
Bias.
It's not
feature.
racist.
Just like its user.
It's not racist. It's goddist. You're following the wrong god.
Ah, so it's religiously intolerant.
And that's my turn.
Oh my, don't worry.
Don't worry, alright? Lathander has a right to defend himself. Speaking of not defending himself, Gorm.
Well, Thanos' life was promised to me
You know what?
2,000 years ago.
Yes, I would like to electrocute the chicken.
Yeah? We're shocking chickens,
Alright,
we're
let me
burning
just-
chickens.
Alright, so it'll roll an attack, but just know it needs to make a save.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it gives me the option. There we go.
Nat
Oh,
20.
whoops. What? hold on. Wait, you just hear. Alright, it's Zephyr time. Wait, get dark!
This is the second time the same spell has done this.
Wait, get dark!
I need a dexterity save, please.
I didn't see you
Do
there!
I get
I'm so
advantage since he is warning me?
No, sorry, son. Oh.
Wait a minute. Do I have inspiration? And if so, can I give it to Yik?
Icareth would have inspiration because
I also
Horarel
have-
is also a bard. Has
I
the
also have inspiration.
has musician feat.
But in a way, it would be really funny to like almost die to an ally.
It's up to you, but like...
Nah, I'll use inspiration.
My religious Oh, lucky you. Half of 17, 8. You take 8 points of damage there, buddy. As does the Deanosaur, who got a nat
Oh,
20
shit.
on his save.
Damn. Wait, it's just Brutus walking around. I am so sorry. Hold on. Can I just hold on? I have it on me somewhere. I thought I had healing potions still. Yep, I do. If I'm willing to sacrifice a bonus action, can I just set a healing potion in like this space right here for him to pick up?
You
It's just goodness, I'm so sorry.
He could have to tell you not to do so. To just keep
Oh.
it, because he can heal himself.
So I'm so sorry. Okay, if you're telling me not to, I'll use my bonus action to. I'm gonna rally. I'm gonna use rally on Clive over here. It's just alright. I may have fried your buddy, but blame the boar. It's evil. Alright, let me just apply 5 to Clive.
already
And
done
that's my turn. Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
The
Look at that
math
little
for it
guy.
is wrong. The math for it is wrong because it's giving +4, but it's plus a half your fighter level, so it should be +2.
I will resolve that.
Equal to your superiority die roll plus half of your fighter level. Also the roll of the die, is it not?
The die is correct. It's the additional that's going on it that's been funny.
Oh.
No, don't worry.
Alright.
No, sorry. Pepsi. I'm gimping your character.
No, it's fine.
Right, you don't sound
It's how it's supposed to work.
at all.
No, it's
Yeah, I
just
know.
how it's supposed to work. It's just 2 minus. It's just 2 less temp HP.
Yeah, I just need to do some quick math on it as well. By all means, buddy, on you go and take your turn there, Rivi.
Wait, which turn I have to refresh? Oh, Ember. Ember is gonna move over here and continue frying chicken nuggies.
Oh my god, I fixed it first time round. Holy shit. I am a
fair.
genius.
Meet the medic.
Oh, he's just such a dexterous little dinosaur. Shame that half the damage you've done is enough to kill him. Dude,
It's perfect, dude.
the little dinosaur just screeches, and another just like dead, burning dinosaur. Anything else?
How much movement do I have left? I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
And then move this one for you.
Cliav.
Alright. I cast Wicked Bonk.
An 11
Fuck.
for 10 is not wicked enough, my guy.
Alright, but it takes 2. Raising.
Anything else?
Bonus action, flip the bird to the hog.
Azuri. Multiple dead dinosaurs. Later.
Yeah, dropping the one from my hand, I'm going to run over to the boar. But before I do, I think Brutus is fine for this, but he gets. What was it? Oh,
10 temp.
then you get 10 temp HP.
Oh, thanks!
What a way to one-up him.
And then, as I'm there, I'm going to bring out my axe and the axe is going to recklessly attack.
19 for 8 will hit.
And then sickle, so recklessly attack, but take off the strength because it's
Additional 4. Anything else your turn? Is you just take communism to a new level?
Yep. Oh, axe and sickle. Yeah, but
The boar, only really being grazed by Clive, doesn't really see Clive as much of a threat anymore, given you just came in and went ham. No pun intended. And so we'll proceed to make a little gore against yourself.
Mm-hmm.
An 18 to hit for 11, which would half to 5 on yourself, Azuri.
Yep.
Hurrell.
Prowl is gonna pull out a gun. And blick you off. Actually, let's see. I'm feeling good today. We're gonna witch bolt.
A 13 hits for 24, which kills
Holy
the
shit.
creature with 5.
That is not correct. That should be 11 damage less, so it's 13. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't split up the sequential and the current damage. Never mind, I'm casting at 2nd level because Pact Magic. It's correct damage.
Genius. But as the pig dies, you hear a loud squeal. And with it, combat ends with 3 dead dinosaurs and 1 dead boar.
Just gonna rush over to are you okay? I'm sorry for frying you back there.
Fine, I'm fine. And I
Leaving-
will use one of this on myself. And
leaving Clive.
also this one.
Oh, don't mind me just falling max healing. onto the head.
Tom, you were saying?
Leaving Clive to the pick, I'd like to move over to the dinosaurs and try and see if I can sort of skin them, butcher them, get some supplies from them.
Yeah.
If that's
If you don't mind if Brutus helps?
you were busy, but yeah.
I was just. I apologize and stuff, but go ahead.
No, I'm only saying that because Ziri wants to get something that Clive isn't. He's whatever shit he does. So that's why she's doing it differently from him.
No, that's fine.
And you can roll a survival check if you wish on that one there.
Do I get advantage if Brutus is helping me or not?
Yeah, I mean, you're just skinning a creature. It's I'd say it's close to maybe skinning a snake, which, you know, I imagine you probably got a snake skin belt somewhere, right?
I made some boots out of the lizard folk.
Yeehaw, partner. As you start to peel out, it's made a lot easier with at least two of them because the skin has burnt and blistered and crackled. So it's easier to start peeling from there, and it's almost like peeling an egg as you start to just make your way. Maybe takes us about 30 minutes or so to skin all three of them. It ain't that hard once you've got through all the burned parts. As you
know, this reminds me of eggs. Makes me think of a good yolk.
What eggs have you been eating?
Well, you know, you peel them.
Oh, it reminds me of parties we had back home with roasts, pigs and crackling and stuff like that. My dad always overburnt the food, just like Ruby did.
What?
There's Ruby.
Yeah, there's a reason why I handle the cooking.
Probably was.
With them. By the way, can I ask you something while we're working on this? What's the deal with points over at Clive? What's his deal?
On food.
So, Clive, he's part of an order of knights or something like that who follow Lavender. And where I live, there's like this big church, but we had we called it the blight, but it was some kind of like disease, and a lot of people got ill and died, and a lot of like animals got ill and died and stuff like that. And his order was sent to help, sort of like tend and like keep everyone safe. And I was ill, and he found me, and he sort of protected me. When I came to, he was sort of there protecting me. And then when I got a bit better, we left because I think he said something about being sent on a mission or something like that. And then we started traveling. But as we traveled, I've got ill. We'd obviously picked up the blight, and that's when we found Itchy, because Itchy was on the road and he helped us sort of nurse him. But it hurt a lot more. It seemed to hit him harder than it did me. I've just got these scars and pain, although the pain's less now. Clive, it's like burning all the time with him.
Do you know why he eats people?
It's weird, so it's not something I'm like. I'm assuming it's something to do with his like defeating the foe and taking their strength or something. I don't know, but it's weird.
I agree.
Can I just make a religion check to see if Ziri has any idea if that could be feasible?
Yeah, sure.
And I was going to ask, since this is Lathander related, and Lathander's a pretty well-known god, is this anything related to Lathander somehow? That's what Brutus is thinking.
To both of you.
Ziri wouldn't know, because I don't think Clive's order's particularly well known or whatever than that, so she wouldn't know anything about it.
Yeah, but to both of you, the idea of eating another body, another person, another humanoid, you have heard about it being, done before in cults.
In cults?
that thing you're not in. You're in Chult.
Yeah, I mean-
There's a
Hey,
slight
my cult
difference.
doesn't eat people.
Oh no, but you joined a cult down here, so maybe.
Okay, but in my defense, my cult doesn't eat people.
Well, you're only a member. You haven't been a member for long
Oh, I don't eat people.
yet.
I don't want to, frankly.
Yep.
Well, I mean, just be careful what he gives you.
Aziri, if I die, don't let him eat me.
Noted. Same.
Agreed.
Yeah.
We have a pact.
Yeah, and she like shakes hands and then goes, "Here, can I share half of the meat I get off the dinosaur with Brutus?"
Yeah, I'd say
Sounds
you
good.
get 6 dino-shaped rations.
Ship 6 Dino Nuggies.
6 big dino nugget rations.
Hold on, how do I make a custom item? I want to add this.
Dino nugget rations.
How do I?
That's the only one with custom rations that don't destroy. So 3 rations each. And they
How do I
are
rename it?
you middle mouse click.
And then... It's not letting me change the name.
There you go, buddy.
Thank you.
A whole ass
Dino Nuggies.
3 dino nuggies. There you go, little buddy. So, throw that on for Aziri as well. Boop.
Clive, as Amber approaches, will sign to you, "Come help, Hellspawn." Spits on the ground.
I was gonna offer Clive to help out with butchering the boar. And whatever needed here.
Yep. You can roll a survival check on that one.
With advantage then?
If you're helping.
Woo!
You butcher up the boar. Rather nice. Rather good. And you see how much a boar weighs? Just so I know how much ration is enough. Okay, kilograms does not help me here. We use freedom units.
It's times 2, and you have roughly pounds.
Sows are smaller, obviously. But this is not. So this is between Cool. So, I'ma go ahead and say it's a lot easier animal to butcher, something a bit simpler to follow its anatomy. Pardon me. I'd say you get 10 packets of smoky bacon. Or a full 10 hog ration.
I'll split it between me and Clive.
Yep.
Actually, would Clive need it at all? No, Clive is ready for days.
I
So
think
I would,
Clive will take, like, one small portion.
yeah, I would give Clive 1 portion and the other 4 to Horo. Because I'm biased. So that's 5 for Amber, 1 for Clive, 4 for Horo.
Yep.
Why the fuck
I
does
was gonna
Horo
say-
have 9 rations on their sheet?
It's a great question.
Alright, to the Horo. That's 7 for Amber and 1 for Clive. There we go, figured it
What?
out.
Poor old Itchy being given the seagull only diet.
Yeah, she now gets some pork in that.
Do you know what it is?
Well, the seagulls are technically all finished.
Do you know what it is? Icarus hasn't bothered to tell you yet. He's part of an older sect of the Lathander religion, he has to grow his sideburns out curly and wear a funny hat every so often. Just how it is. Don't worry, Chris. I understand.
It's okay. I accept.
But as you Bertus, I say like an hour. Good hour to do this.
Discussing how we don't want to be eaten if we die.
Yeah, the good shit. Actually, not there. There we go. 19. Again, I'm keeping track of these hours as they go by for continuity's sake. The ticking time bomb that is looking like
Your employer.
yeah, that seems to forget that there are other spells, and your employer is a fucking millionaire. But I digress.
I'm doing what my boss tells me.
You butcher up these animals, and two of you sign a pact with each other to never let Clive eat yous if yous die. I forgot dragon bait that entire fight.
That's okay. He was the cock there too.
Yeah, he was so useful. But
He was a cheerleader. Counts.
all she kept smelling was bread. But as yous are enjoying this, it seems about time to set up the camp for the night. And as you set up your camp, enjoying the night as it is, I'm going to ask watches.
I'll take first watch. But I would also like to hunt. Well, are we still in this region with like mostly bones on the floor?
Seems that way. Not
Uh,
as much bone, I would say. Like, there's still
I
bones,
can try
but
hunting again.
there's still bones, but they're not as many.
Did
I'll
you want
try
to watch
hunting
with?
once more.
Did you want to share your watch?
Doesn't matter. Whoever wants. Not all at once.
Yeah, if you're going out, and I'll help. As I think I owe you one for accidentally frying you.
Well,
Kiana
that's
volunteers for tribute. She gonna do it regardless, like, You date British if you wish as well. Watch number 2 would constitute whom?
I'll do it and ask Amber to watch.
With the Siri, and we're on the Siri together. Yeah, that works.
Now, how many times have
We
you
compare
two
the
meant
two.
to take watch together and people haven't woke up, Amber?
3 times.
You missed that one, Pepsi. And watch number 3 would then be...
How about Clive and Hurrell, the
They're
freaks,
two buddies.
the freak show?
Yeah. That weird relationship that they have.
It's Kylo, it's all it is. It's Kylo, he's mine, I'm his, and it's not because we're gay.
No, probably is. Let's be clear, it probably is.
It's vaguely homoerotic.
But as watch 1 comes to you, do your own little things as needed. I'll put everybody
Should I
in the-
roll for hunting first, or
On your watch, your boy and your gal, your bitch Julie, all doing that. You can, of course, go ahead and roll to hunt.
would it still be at flat, or do I get advantage now?
Depends. Apprentice, are you staying by the camp or are you following him for the hunt?
Do you want help or do you want me to keep watch?
Kiana is also here. Kiana can keep watch, and the two of us can hunt together.
Right, Bane. Points that over to Kiana. Screech like a baby goat if you need help.
Bah!
Okay, what do you need help
Yeah,
with?
like that.
The two reactions. Like that, what you need help with? Stands there with a glacial look on her face, just looking at you like an idiot.
Okay. Shall we head off then?
Alright, let's get going.
So is it with disadvantage or advantage or normal?
Depends how shady you being around your boy Brutus after all that.
I don't know what it means.
Are you too busy watching him to watch for seagulls, given the last time you weren't watching for him you got electrocuted?
I
To be fair, I
have
wasn't
a
watching
reasonable amount of
him.
trust.
And roll with advantage.
Nice.
I need to stop eating these biscuits. I do. They're addictive. I've got to fucking stop.
Are they good?
What you got? Yeah, what you got?
Salt and pepper crackers. You're supposed to put like lemon and all that? Nah, they're just good on their own, man.
Ooh, now I'm hungry.
Cream,
Close.
Jacob's cream crackers are even worse. I will sit and devour a whole pack of those.
I remember having a competition where it's like, how many can you
Need to
in your
eat
mouth?
3 in
'Cause
under
they-
a minute.
Yeah, but I think I could get to 5
Ooh.
because you split them in half, stuff them in your mouth, and then chew. But it's agony at the last minute trying to swallow it all. Your mouth's so dry.
Oh, I was the only one in my school that was good at it. That probably says a lot more than I'd like to admit, but I was good at it. As you.
You're good at fitting things.
Yeah. As you start to shoot out the jungle, trying to find yourself some good old seagull for dinner. You look around. You look up in trees. You listen to the sound of the birds. You're getting close to port, if navigation is to serve you correct. So the seagull should be in abundance. There seems to be a lack of seagull, however.
Does it
Instead,
have to be
Sure.
seagull?
instead around, the stretcher keeps coming out. Instead around, you seem to start finding more just like smaller animals. The seagulls can be quite big, but you know, little standard baby macaw type birds, little parakeet types. Every now and then, a snake. It's weird that there's no seagulls around. Haven't been a few
You
seagulls.
sure? Sorry, go ahead.
No, just there you go.
I was gonna say, you sure Clive's leading us the right way?
Well, I smell a sea in the distance, so I think, yeah.
It was open.
That's
By the way,
usually
speaking
40
of-
miles.
Speaking of, say, you've known Clive for a while, yeah?
Yeah?
Does he seem weirder than when you first met him?
I think so. But in the jungle, I guess you do what you have to survive, right?
Hey, hi, so this is probably a good time to go ahead and put a pause on it, take a break, do whatever you need to do. We're going to go through some quick adverts real quick, and then we'll get right back to the game at hand. First and foremost, we are still available on Patreon and Coffee. Links are above, name is above here. There is now a ton of maps for different AD&D modules, some Dragonlance stuff in there as well, and some stuff that I've actually used in games as well. So go ahead, take a little look. You can support me on there if you wish. You can just subscribe here. Dealer's choice, either way. It's got stuff on it now. Now, we are still partnered with the guys over at AdverntureOn. Yes, we are with them. Community of now over 1,000 members who are here playing D&D. Be that Play by Post, Foundry, Roll20, Owlbear. It's there, ready to play. Plenty of DMs, even more players. Open welcome community. Links below and also on screen. Enjoy. As soon as I go live time, this is when games will go live here on YouTube and you'll be able to see them. So that is firstly in the Europeans, 8 PM CEST, 7 PM GMT. In the States, that's 2 PM EST, 1 PM CST, and 11 AM PST. On Mondays we head up to the frigid north of the Sword Coast once more to Icewind Dale to face the rime of the Frostmaiden. On Tuesdays we trade the frost with the tropics as we head down to Chult for Tomb of Annihilation to stop the death curse. On Thursdays we keep things eldritch with Vecna, Eve of Ruin, the 1-20 game where I even bring in new dungeon masters to run it with me as a player. Things are getting weird now. Keeping us firmly in the northern part of the Sword Coast, every second Saturday DM King takes me and a bunch of mates through the lost mine of Phandelver where we try to find the obelisks and what lies below. I managed to stay in all of my clothes the whole time, so without further ado, let's get back to the game.
Maybe
Right,
this is
well,
coping mechanisms?
let me just make this clear. Please, if I die, don't let him eat me.
Oh yeah, same for me.
Okay,
Not if
glad we're on the same
desperately
page.
hungry, of course.
Okay, good. Aziri also doesn't want to be eaten if they die, so just keep track. Okay, good.
I think most people
Oh.
wouldn't, but yeah, sure.
You know what might have caused them to get
Hungry?
looking over at Clive's head, people peckish?
Hunger?
Has this been a known thing he does, or is this only when we got to Chult?
I've only known it since we got here.
Oh, great. Well, thanks for enlightening me. I'm gonna be real with you. He kind of gives me the creeps, but as long as he ain't munching on us while we're alive, I can't complain.
Although the general consensus is most people sign DNRs. You guys are signing DNCs, do not consumes.
Right, well, back to hunting?
Yeah.
Pondy hunt. Things start to smell a bit wrong. Start to smell the smell of carrion and decay in the air.
Oh god, is he cooking?
For it, sadly, the seagulls do not come. There were other creatures. I don't know if you shot any of them.
Sure, yeah, anything. Well, as long as
if
they're
it's
not
an animal.
sentient.
As long as what?
As long as they're not
Oh.
sentient.
Seagulls are not sentient. Is that what?
Yeah, but you said there's other things flying around.
As long as they aren't people.
Ah,
If they're not sentient, then I can hunt those too. Those other things.
got it. No Aarakocra.
Yeah.
Might
I
be
wonder what an Aarakocra would taste like, though.
might be like on the edge,
Seagull.
I guess.
Wouldn't it depend on what kind of bird they are based on?
Maybe.
Chicken would taste like chicken, but a duck would taste more like duck.
Meh.
There's only one way to find out.
They're too close to people. I don't think we should do it.
It's Clive's getting ready, like getting chef's hat on, kiss the cook apron, machete and stuff. Aarakocra lying there on the table.
kiss the Aarakocra.
But is it you find like I'd say 2 rations worth of rather smallish game. I suppose game would be the only word I could really use here. You know, a few little macaws, maybe a monkey or two, an egg. But the perpetual smell of death and rot never quite seems to vacate.
I'll let Brutus keep one of the rations, and I'll take the other one.
All right. Let me just bump it up. And then, that smell of rot. Am I able to like? Is it like all encompassing, or is it coming from a specific area?
Does seem
It's
to
coming
be
from
the
Claymore.
right- Again, I will point out canonically, at this very moment in time, Amber is the only person that's ever taken a bath.
I went. I think I walked in the river. No, I didn't.
But
No, I didn't.
We walked through a thunderstorm
Yeah, that washed us a little.
5 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's been sunny
Good
since
enough.
then. But it's all around, really. It's quite a large smell, large area, I suppose is the phrase I've been looking for.
Wait a minute. If it smells like decay, do I hear any like bone rattling? Because it might be more undead.
I'll make a perception check.
Or zombie groaning, just to be fully encompassing. Oh fuck! Wait, hold on. That is a 12.
You hear some noises. It doesn't sound like zombie, but it sounds like movement.
I hear something moving. Do we want to investigate or pull back? It might be better if we catch it at camp, if it does
Um,
follow.
how far away does it seem to be?
What's my rough estimation? With the roll I got.
30 to 60 foot, omnidirectional.
Say, maybe somewhere in the range of 30 to 60? Somewhere around here. As he sort of looks around.
It sounds like shrubbery, like if someone brushed up against a hedge or a fern.
Sounds like someone shaking a hedge.
And do you think it's large, or?
I can't say. Just sounds like something's moving through the bushes.
Okay. Well, maybe we should have a closer look, but let's stick together.
Alright. Out this. Pick a direction. We'll go the 30 feet. And if we don't find anything, we head back. That sound good?
Yeah, that's a very good idea.
Right.
I think we'll head. That's west. That way?
Probably.
Okay.
I failed geography when I was in school, so I wouldn't know.
Let's check that way then.
Are we camping in this specific area? Because I just realized we never changed the maps.
It's the always open map. It's the actual camp map.
Outdoor, jungle camping outdoor? Okay, let me switch to that.
As well, I don't make it the active scene because sometimes it crashes Tom out, and it doesn't just crash.
Gotcha.
It crashes his whole ass Discord.
Gotcha.
Good.
Right.
I don't think it's that map. I think it's the Cholton Peninsula map that does it.
But as you
So,
start to head out, traipsing through the jungle,
Where do you want us to put our tokens, by the way? Since
I
we
just
didn't...
keep using the circle just so I know who's on watch and where. That's all.
Oh, okay.
You are free to explore out if you wish. You know, your choice.
All right then. Since we heard a noise, we'll go 30 feet and then investigate it.
Let's just put our characters at the bottom or something.
Yeah, we'd probably be there. And then just pick a direction, we'll go 30 feet.
Yeah. So 30 feet this way. And then I'll investigate.
And I'll help.
And I'll give myself guidance first. And then investigation with advantage. That's a 13.
As you are looking around for the source of whatever this noise was, trying to dig it in, take a look. That smell of rot, death, and decay doesn't seem to go anywhere. But you don't seem to see anything. As you look around, you don't seem to see like any tracks of like humans or discernible animals or such in the floor. Yeah, it's called the floor. The floor. I realised, however, a little while ago, I did ask Brutus to roll for the weather, and I didn't even
Rolled a
check
49.
49 on a D47.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. I misspoke. 44.
44.
I don't know why I said 49. My bad.
Yeah. So it's quite a soft jungle floor today due to the weather. It's been a little moist in the air, you know? So these prints, if there were any, would tend to stay for like a little bit. But nothing. There doesn't seem to be any discernible prints around the camp other than yourselves, and there doesn't seem to be anything discernible anywhere else. It all seems rather mundane. But you can smell the smell, and every now and then you still hear the rustles.
Right. Let's pull back and keep an eye out for anything encroaching on our tent.
Yeah, okay.
If Cylidia's awake over there, it's just evening.
She is asleep.
Ah, got it. Then never mind. Oh, good. You didn't scream like a baby goat.
Mom!
You still good? You good?
Better? No?
At least you're alive?
Yes.
Say, slowly pulling out the dragon chess set. Ever play dragon chess?
No. He looks at it with great intent.
You wanna learn how to play?
Okay.
Yes, another person! I mean, right,
While
so
they
I
are
guess...
playing, Ishvret will
Yeah.
walk around the camp and look for any danger.
I'll tag out and watch around when I'm done with this game, alright?
Yeah, of course. Have fun.
Is it intelligence
Thanks.
or wisdom based again? Dragon chess set.
I believe it is wisdom-based, but let me double-check. Wisdom.
Cool. And she kind of sits there and you set up what is essentially 3D chess.
Yeah.
And she's like just staring at it all, and as you're explaining it and trying to help her, why don't you go ahead and roll your wisdom check there, buddy, or your check for the set.
All right. It's basically wisdom with proficiency, so I'm just gonna roll a wisdom stat that I'm proficient in.
Yeah,
If you don't
yeah.
mind. That's a 13.
13. She starts, and as you're going through it all and teaching her, and she's going at it with you. Oh, my brother in Christ, she kicks your ass.
What did she roll?
Natural
Just
14.
barely? Just barely?
Just barely a natural 14.
So I imagine this was like a pretty close game of... you do that, and then... Oh, that's a new move. Oh,
yes.
goddamn! You just beat me! Like, sort of like, holding it, like, you know when, like, you're... I don't know how to describe the gesture, but it's just like, huh. Like, stumped and amazed.
She
Huh.
looks at you.
Hats off to you.
He gives like a very soft smile, but it's a smile you can see in the eyes as well. It's a very genuine smile. And she looks you dead in the eye. Easy.
Fair enough. Hey, congrats on winning your first game. Huh. So far I've kicked everyone else's asses.
We
It's my
use
turn.
say 2 of 3?
Sure.
Watches like she just resets it. Almost from it, like seems to like 1 or 2 little bits wrong here or there, but sets it up. And she just looks at it again and just play a little more as Kareth walks round. It was basically like the fastest game of chess you'd ever played as you were teaching her, and this time she watches she's on her own. There's some thinking behind what she's doing as she's doing it. And she's moving everything through. Do you want to make your check again? This time round, you're playing, you beat her solid 1 for 1 at this point here. As you can tell, she's taking it in and she's observing and learning as like you're doing stuff. She's like looking round the board and almost trying to like examine it in a, I suppose like a, think about like a 3D environment. And she takes it all in and looks at you once more, and she's gauging. Correct, as you are looking around, listening around, taking it all in. Make a perception check, buddy.
Can I give myself guidance?
Yeah, I'll give you guidance. You can be walking around doing this. Be optimistic, yes, because I've got a target. A 4.
Perception. Well, that's a 13, I guess.
As you're walking around, eventually, that smell of death comes back. The smell of rot, carrion, and decay.
I would, as I'm circling around the camp, I would like just walk back in between the tents, and while they are playing, I would say, you know that smell from earlier? I think it's coming closer. And then I would start walking back around the camp and continuing to observe.
Right then. I'm gonna go check out what Icarus is up to. He'll like pick up his chess set. It seems like we're even at the moment. When I'm back, let's see who's the final winner.
Kind of stands up and looks like a like a little meerkat, like a bit of terminology, and starts to sniff as well. And you can tell that even she's smelling it at this point.
Damn, we must be getting close. Right, I'm up. Where are we going?
You
I think I smelled it in this direction over here.
hear the rustling once more, Bruce.
Can I try to pinpoint it again now that I hear it again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Perception, right?
Perception.
Or would I do investigation? Okay. Oh, fuck me.
There is a rustling in these here parts.
Yeah, I can't make heads or tails. Wait up.
So yous are walking on round. It's a nice night to be at camp alone. Asleep. Taking things in. As you are sleeping. As you guys head on out. That smell of death immediately permeates the camp. It permeates the forest. And as you sleep, something creeps. And as it creeps, Amber,
Yes.
you lie there
Menacing.
in a nice state of dream, thinking about all the money you are yet to make. That one case that will make or break it.
How you haven't paid Brutus.
No, that's none of my issues.
Unbeknownst to yourself, as you lie there sleeping, this rather small branch seems to pierce the tent and starts to make its way through. And it spirals up your leg and up your body.
Am I aware
And
of
then
this?
a natural 18 to hit for what is 46.
What the fuck?
You're unconscious.
I'm not aware of this. I just get hit for free. Okay.
You're unaware of this because you're asleep. And the creature's passive stealth is considerably better than your passive perception. As you lie there, you are immediately awoke by one of these things again.
That just looks like a tree.
The assassin vine tree.
Oh, god damn it.
And as you are awoke by this, you're grappled. You take 22 points of damage from the grapple. And the attack.
Okay, I'm dead.
No, because you still have your temporary hit points.
Oh, I still have my temps.
And with it, as you let off a scream, there's a billy goat scream that goes off elsewhere. We now need to roll for initiative. And
Off in the distance, we just hear.
What? For it. Yeah, that's on me for not clarifying. I'm gonna ask Aziri to re-roll the d20 because unconscious. I just don't see the other guys getting any lore. A 12 against.
What is the button to disadvantage?
You're not at control.
It's for Clay. I mean,
Yeah.
But
Tom?
no, it's the same control.
You
Got 12, so total of 14.
14.14, yep. So you're still in line there. I'm just going to quickly go like that. And for it, I'm going to roll these guys in. And, oh, good news. Dragonbait and Salida are here. Dragonbait, who rolled a 10.
Dragonbait's a great name.
And then an 8 for Salida, who also has a 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. 0.16, so you guys 11.16. Let me just quickly update her. Where's Salida? There she is. 11.16. And with it, the Envious and the Silly Vine show up in our initiative order. And with it, this guy knocked off the initiative, but because surprise works differently now, he's essentially taken his action. Brutus.
Shit. Alright. 5, 10.
You move away back in towards the camp. You watch as immediately a whoosh vine shoots out to try and grab you.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna put little lights
Real
on
quick,
them just so they're a bit easier to fucking see.
Real quick, we fought these things before, right?
Yes.
Would I know how fast they generally move? I want to know if range is viable.
They do not move fast.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna get some more distance, so it has to crawl to me more if it wants to hit me. So I moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And right then, I have the new quiver, which is lovely.
Yeah.
Anyways, oh wait, hold on. There we go. Right then, I cast Blicky.
Yeah.
And then... There we go.
22
for
for
9.
9 will hit. As you hit the blight. The assassin vine. Do you wish to do anything else?
Oh shit, I see that vine over there. Wait, isn't that the boss's... Boss, are you great?
I think the
response?
boss is dead.
No, you get it. No!
Oh, son of a... Right. Everyone get your asses up! And that's it for Brutus.
Azuri. You're awake to hear the noises of Brutus shouting and what sounds like a baby goat.
Would I have heard Amber's scream?
Yes.
Would I have recognised it as Amber?
think she's a little
Probably more than
high-pitched.
likely. Very distinct nasally accent in places.
Because the two
Pretty sure Amber's screamed before.
Yeah.
the two snakes don't really they would scream, and it was a woman's scream, so there's only one other. Yeah, okay.
Brutus.
Exactly. Looking that way, would I see this thing? Or
You
is that still
can-
actually hinting?
You can see that there is a tree of sorts behind Amber's tent that wasn't there when you went to bed.
Yeah.
And it seems to be rustling and moving, despite the fact that there is no wind.
Then, figuring that something's off about the tree, I'm going to use these to jump next to it.
Yep. Just move you to within
While
25 of the creature, yeah?
while I play.
There you go. Up there is
And-
25? 30, yep.
And then I am going to recklessly hack at it with my wood axe. So that works on these.
I do not know what the fuck you're targeting. 14 hits.
I'm not next to the tree thing.
You are, I just don't know what it's targeting that it says a 14 misses. Oh, it's because you're
I
targeting
don't target,
yourself.
I haven't targeted.
The fuck?
Yeah, I haven't targeted anything.
So 14...
Well, you're hitting yourself.
Why are you hacking at yourself? 14 for 8 will hit.
Oh, lovely. That's my turn.
Amber! Oh, I did not mean to lock your tent. As you are held by this, this tree. These vines.
And they've been choked by worse.
Can this tree see me?
Yes.
Cool. That's a fucking risky move, actually. Let me... what's my best bet here? Is it getting out? Well, no, that won't work. It won't break the grapple. Yeah, I'm gonna have to gamble this one,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna look at the tree. So that is a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw. To once again stunlock the creature. Causing it to be charmed and incapacitated.
Doesn't make sense how this works, but I also can't argue with it. Despite the fact that it just doesn't make fucking sense. How a
What doesn't make
creature,
sense about it?
how a creature that has no eyes can
Words. It says soft words.
be.
I mean, it can hear me.
True.
Yeah, and people talk to plants all the time.
I guess
Yeah.
it
It can
is
clearly sense things if they can talk to them.
and it's charmed and incapacitated.
It worked!
It's a tree.
Yeah, so I'm no longer grappled.
I can't believe it.
Good thing you're not grappled.
Or restrained.
But it is actually the grappled condition, yeah.
Pepsi, I got that joke. I fucking hate you for it.
What one is incapacitated? There we go. Doing anything else?
Sorry, I'm listening. I'm just hearing Pepsi giggle. No. Have bonus actions.
5.
Do you want to move away from it?
That would break the thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
So it only works within 5 feet. That's
Clive will look around, like rubbing his eyes, wondering what the fuck's going on. You see the vine, sees the vine over there. Sigh. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30.
No. I will say,
Man.
just for your own, I want to say benefit, but it isn't really benefit. Clive does make it a big song and dance about how he takes his armor off when he goes to sleep.
Yeah, he's not wearing armor at the moment.
You know what? He's going in nude.
Somehow, arguably, a scarier thought. At least if you're Amber.
Cheeks clapping in the wind. Fuck it. That's what I'm
Camera's
going with. You know
Camera's
what?
tastefully.
I'm master of this right now. Fuck you.
Camera's tastefully just hiding the member.
I'm gonna use a dash action to go around the tent.
In front of Aziri, you monster.
Oh, I can't. It's not letting me.
It's through there.
There we go. Well, I'm just imagining it's like this. You just hear this off in the distance.
It's a horrible thought.
Alright, that's my turn.
So no, get on up. Come round to here. Look around. Well, move on over again. And she does seize the giant tree. And looks round and goes, I can help. I've got very strong spells. I can help.
Much appreciated.
And she sees the tree, she will just bamf the tree in a sickly green light. It fails to save. Ribby.
Hey, Amber.
Yeah, Ribby, you want to make that save for us real quick?
What save is it?
Fairy Fire.
Oh, no. Oh, there we go.
Nice. You're in a tent fully obscured, Celera just trying to help where she can.
Yep.
Dragon Bait will make the smells that make it seem like he's worried. Which I'm not going to go to the back of the book to find out real quick. And he will come over here. I think it's bread. I think it's baked bread. Foreword.
Smells bread. Thanks for having a stroke.
Psst, Ribby, that's you.
Oh, Horo. Oh, fun fact. It also drops if they take damage.
It hasn't taken damage.
Horo's gonna step out.
Yep.
Sees the glowing tree. Doesn't know that it's being. Well, it's visible. Can a tree look visibly dazed?
These creatures have false appearance. Even a investigation check doesn't ascertain, so I would say it's going to be hard to say. Give a perception check and see.
Because, like, the feature description says it looks visibly dazed, but I'm curious how a tree would look visibly dazed.
There isn't a wind, and it's certainly moving in it. Makes no sense.
Yeah. Would Horo know it's being affected with the thingy?
It is lit up. Trees don't tend to be lit up.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bread. As Dragon Bait sprinted through the camp, everybody just smelt Christmas ham.
The thing is, I don't think Amber has used that feature in front of Horo in the campaign, but I think she might have in like the time before that. So I don't know if she would know. So he would know. He's gonna
The
ask
time
where's the
before
other
that,
tree.
Hypnotic Gaze is a 3rd level thing. You started this campaign at level 1.
No. The hypnotic gaze. Oh yeah, true. Fuck. I cannot metagame. I must do.
The cognitive dissonance hearing Ruby play 2 characters is amazing.
Trying to help you out. What is? Does she have charm person?
She has something else that I was gonna use. Yeah.
No, just Ruby. Does Amber have charm person? She has seen that be cast.
Amber does not have charm person.
Yes, you
Probably.
fucking do.
Yeah.
Oh no, she does. So
So-
she would be able to tell that.
Kura would know that Amber casts charm spells at least.
Yeah, I know what's gonna happen. We're gonna double up.
Gay.
When it touches.
Make a tree laugh.
That
What does
has.
that sound like?
That's a great question. I'm hoping I pass this save so I don't need to find out.
It doesn't laugh, it barks.
No, it.
The tree uses a legendary resistance.
That's
What do you mean a legendary resistance?
On
That's
that
the
joke,
joke,
it gets a legendary
Yours is.
resistance just to use.
Sorry, it has a legendary action?
No, it's a joke, Pepsi.
Oh, I was about to say, fuck you if it does.
Hey, leave my jokes out of here, okay?
I guess the tree just kind of starts
Wiggles.
wiggling.
Oh hell
What I'm
yeah!
imagining is, have you seen those like two things in front of car sales places, which sort of just up and wave about and stuff and come back down? I imagine the trees
my
just
God.
doing that.
What? You arm flailing inflatable tube man?
Thank you, baby. I'm flipping on too, man.
Tree-like.
Just a lot of leaves start falling in rapid succession. Did it, Nels?
It starts to match Clive's clapping.
You two at home could beat out one to your own pace. Has Hurrell done anything else with their turn?
No.
The silly assassin vine is so silly. He's got that target-rich environment. Ikareth, even or odd?
Odd.
Ikareth. Well, an 11 will miss. Ikareth.
That's rare. Ichvireth will nom 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 nom, except with a trident.
You sure you're not Clive? A 7 will miss.
I'll use necrotic, even though it misses.
Yep.
And then I am going to walk this way.
175.
Talk this way.
No, actually. No, I'm going to stay right there. That's fine.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
The tree gets a nat 20 on its tashes.
No, what? Huh? What do you mean?
You get to save on tashes at the end of your turn. At the end of each of your turn, and each time it takes damage. The creature is incapacitated. So
And you. Oh,
it can't move.
Turn.
It can't move. It can't attack. So it's it makes
Yeah,
the
okay.
save.
It does skip a turn. Okay, that's.
Yeah, it skips the turns at the end, but it's still. And then Brutus.
God damn it, boss!
Where is
Right,
she, out of curiosity?
In the tent.
Damn it, Brutus! Why did you cast fairy fire on her tent?
I can't cast them spells! All I can do is poison people!
I tried.
Anyways.
Huh?
What was that?
Better than lightning!
Yeah.
As Tom said, better than lightning, yeah? And then I agreed. Alright, wait, am I... Okay, due to the tent being weird, am I able to see Amber?
No, Amber is in the tent. The tree has ripped a hole in the back of her tent.
Okay... Am I able to occupy its space, or...
No, as large creature. There is a spot between Aziri and Clive that you could get to.
Okay, thank you.
Oh shit!
It's
sorry.
just I...
There you go.
Oh. It's just I wanted to be able to see Amber to do the bait and switch, but oh well. I can continue my way around. I still have like one more. Oh wait, that blocks my vision.
It's just a small hole that it's made. Like it hasn't ripped
Alright, then
open
I'll
our
just-
tent. There's like a
Okay.
a
Then,
hole like this wide.
okay. Then I will just commit a murder. Let's go with this.
You do have advantage.
Scimitar.
It is fairy fired.
Oh, let me just roll d20 to see if it's a crit. Nope.
A 6 upon the tree, Blight Assassin Vine Tang. You swipe and swig and.
And I would like to. Oh, sorry.
There you go.
I was just gonna say I would like to do pushing maneuver.
Okay.
So I expend a superiority die.
It makes a strength save against 8 plus proficiency plus dex for you.
Hold on. Yeah. It's.
It doesn't really matter. So 8,
Sorry, hold on.
10,
I'm
14.
doing things.
not 12.
This is the save for being pushed. There you go.
12. Yep. It's another nat 20.
Damn.
Damn. However, it still takes an additional 4 damage. Got that going for
Yeah,
you.
that's good. And let me see my bonus actions real quick. Choose an ally of yours who you can see or hear. Hey boss, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Don't fucking die! I need the money! And I would like
Right.
to use combat. Wait, no, I did the that one. Never mind, I can't do it. I can't. I'm out of. I just did the mental math and realized I'm not supposed to be able to rally. Right, that's it. Don't die, boss.
You only used 2, or you used all? Yeah. I'm wrong. Ken.
Yeah. Remember in the fight with the boars and stuff?
Oh, you used 3 there, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Ziri. The tree glows
I
green.
heard Amber. I heard Amber saying something from within the tent, right?
Uh-huh.
To start my turn, Clive is affected by my flames and receives a little bit of temporary hit points. Clive receives 6 temporary hit points. I'm then going to try and rip the tent apart while moving through it to try and find Amber.
You're gonna Kool-Aid man this fucking tent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I want to get next to Amber. So I'm going to try and rip it apart and try and see her so I then get next to her.
Just give me strength, my guy. You just find a little bit and just rip.
Beyblade,
strength
Beyblade,
or
let it rip.
athletics, okay.
Athletics fine, yeah. Strength based. Yeah, it's, Amber, you just like watch like 2 fingers come through the tent and then just rip open the side panel. Things you're not doing tonight, I guess, is sleeping safe and soundly.
Don't worry, I can share with Horo.
Standing
You.
next, I will put my axe and draw my club and try smash the stick with my club.
Okay. Yeah, as you smash the
It
thing.
is, as long as it's large, it's push in feet.
It is large, yes. So it takes 14 points of damage. It's pushed back how far?
In feet.
Yeah, it's pushed back here. Lewis is incapacitated, Lewis is charmed.
And then I'm going to move up after it and try and block it from getting to Amber.
Yep. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Amber.
No, that's my turn.
I'm gonna. Ooh, do I still see the tree here?
You see what you see.
I'm gonna step outside, see the tree, And then I'm gonna Haktua.
Yep.
See there. Oh, that didn't roll the damage to me. We'll cast and
It always does. This new system is so weird like that.
cast spell, and it's gonna be 3d6 fire. And then we're gonna
So natural 19 for
run away.
half. As you that, and as you do, you watch as the fire comes over. You watch as it seems to shrug that shit off. And as you start to run, it will take its opportunity of attack.
Oh god damn it! There's reach.
Does the tent survive?
Yeah, because you did it outside the tent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amber, 15 to hit.
15 meets it, beats it, yeah.
Cool. Just take unconscious.
Oh, so I would have ended up there.
No,
Huh?
it has
I'm sorry?
so much more reach. There we go.
Okay.
It has
How much damage did it deal?
26.
As I get hit, I'd like to, as a reaction before I get down, Hellish Rebuke.
And it fails that save. As you go down, give it that, and you watch as like the tree fails to move fast enough. Again, Aziria, you notice, however, that it's not as effective as it could have been.
Sure. I think she would tweak what that means.
Is that the leopard?
Maybe.
Do you think Clive would go for the kill or make sure Amber doesn't die?
He would, my opinion, he would help Amber because the two of us are there.
No, he would go for the kill. He hates spits on the ground.
The levels of self.
He's also, he
protect.
doesn't hate spits on the ground enough to do sabotage stuff.
Yeah, he's friendly with
I mean-
Curtis, and he's friendly with Horel.
He has two options because I know you might not played him. He's got healing hands, which does a tiny amount of healing, and he's got the lay on hands ability.
The lay on
How's that
hands
cure
is a
wounds?
bonus action.
Oh
And
shit,
he
it
would
is?
work.
It says healing hands as an action for some
The
reason.
lay on hands, the paladin specific.
Oh.
The other one is
Oh,
a
that's
racial
right.
specific.
So he would go for the
The
kill,
issue-
and then go for the kill.
The issue I have with cure hands is cure wounds is that it's a spell slot, which could be a smite. So I don't know if you'd want to use.
I mean, lay on hands is a bonus action. I'll give like Amber 5 hit points and then go for murder.
Motherfucker would tap
Sounds
me
good.
up with one at most.
Well, I'm in control, so I'm thinking he's feeling generous since he's feeling the breeze for the first time in a while.
I'm actually standing there
Remember,
as you wake
his
up.
cheeks are. Wait, you just wake up to Clive, butt naked over you, as you just get touched on the forehead with a finger. And he rushes into battle, wielding his greatsword, and goes for his swing with his cheeks of justice.
Yeah, I
It's
can't unsee Clive and the whole process of using tea bags.
there we go.
Yeah.
You,
Oh, wait, it's advantage, right? Hold on.
yes.
1d20. Not a crit.
So, an 11 cell damage. No hashtag in there. She brings the sword up and brings it down. Done it enough?
No, that's it.
Sullyda will look over at you and, do you need help? Or more help?
Yeah. Oh wait, who's she asking this?
Just party in general.
Help, Amber. We got this one.
I could use it, yeah, please.
It's like so much temptation to be funny, but I will not be funny.
Yeah, good.
The one ranger that I don't give cure wounds to.
Leave that job to me, being funny.
She will cast animal friendship on you.
I'll be right back. Don't worry, I like her already.
Kinky.
She will. She'll help Ikareth out over there. As you guys do seem to have this. She'll be like really nice, see what's going on, play Valiant Protector of Amber. Oh shit, son, nat 20. Nice. And a natural 6 with a +6 for a 12. Well, good thing she got that nat 20 because 2, 4, 2, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And she will also favoured foe, which favoured foe would double as well. So grab those. 6, 10, 12, 12, 14. Hey, 14. Gives Ikareth a thumbs up as you flaps out. I guess you can't see Ikareth. I give Dragonbait a thumbs up. A crisp thumbs up to Dragonbait, who looks at Ikareth, and the smell of honey glazed ham with a skewered pineapple permeates the air.
Stop making me hungry, goddammit.
This guy's love language is food. His only language is food. He has multi-attack, 2 attacks, which are 17 and a 5, both of them, natural 17, natural 5, both of them hit. A D8 slashing. You know what, might as well make it D10s. This guy doesn't exactly have a shield. So he's swinging that sword violently to assist, so 2d10 because both of them hit. Plus another 2d10 radiant damage. 4d10 and I roll fucking 11. Vox, I'm trying, but the dice want you dead, buddy. Hurrell!
Not only the dice.
Prowl is gonna walk a little forward. Sees the other tree. Thinks, hey, these fuckers already have this one. I'm gonna move over here and yeah, help Dragonbait out. Wrong sheet. And I'm gonna bitch bolt this one. Yes, these left was already gone. Woo! Good damage. Is that within 30 feet? Apologies. That would check that.
I don't think it is 30, I think it's just over.
There you
No,
go.
it's 25,
Oh,
never mind.
It's 60 as well.
Ah.
Yeah, they changed it in 2024.
Yeah, that's one.
As a buzz
Just to be
hits
fair.
for 18. Shocking, eh? Did anything else? No, yes.
No. Wait, agonizing blast? Is it bonus action? Oh no, it's just other information. Bardic inspiration to Brutus.
Okay, Brutus, you have a d6.
How are you inspiring me, if you don't mind me asking?
I'll come back to you on that one.
Vox, even or odd?
Odd.
That was a 6, buddy. It's gonna schmack you. Oh yeah, sorry, and technically speaking, Amber is restrained because when it hits, it restrains. Vox, you are AC 13.
13, yeah.
Good news or bad news?
Both.
Okay. Good news, you're not dead.
How is that good news?
Because the bad news is you're immediately knocked unconscious.
But I want to play my next character. How is this going to happen if I'm not dead?
Icareth, could I please and thank you have a death saving throw?
Private death saving throw.
While you do that, I figured out the bardic inspiration. Horo pulls out the skull and just speaks to it. Oh, Brutus, valiant hero, may my poem guide your weapon in protection of my employee.
If I hit this next shot, will you never say that again?
I can't promise.
He gestures to Clive and goes, "Are you not inspired?"
Clive nods. He feels pretty inspired as he claps in applause. I never said with what though.
Both hands on the sword still claps.
Seeing what's going on, initiative count 20 up. Kiana sees Icareth go down, the eyes widen. What's your to hit again, girl? Cool.
Yeah.
2 hits for a total of 20 force. As the 2 Eldritch Blasts. This Vite Blind, motherfucker, has a target-rich environment. Brutus, even or odd?
Odd.
Okay. Aziri, even or odd?
Odd.
Per Clive. I know him well. So it unravels the hand and immediately takes like the littlest, tiniest little like shoot and just and tries to just fuck him in a bollock. That is an 8, and that's what I get for trying to be funny.
Wait, you know that picture you just posted?
Yeah.
Clive catches the line, if you know what I mean.
You're up, buddy?
What, are you saying that he's? Are you saying that he's prehensile down there?
Yeah. Exactly. He caught the line with his third hand.
That's a butt.
Third hand.
British use up, bruv.
Okay. I can do this. Scimitar.
Have advantage.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting, my bad. Alright.
Still 4, still hits.
And I would like to use the actions. Hold my lungs.
Action surge.
Alright. Action surge, another scimitar.
Have advantage.
That too.
Oh yeah, goddamn, I keep forgetting to hit alt.
It's crazy because
so
the
it's
alt's your favourite type of right. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 still misses.
You have bardic.
Okay.
You have a d6?
And then, wait, what's the... It's a d6 to that, so...
Now you hit.
Alright.
For 8.
Nailed it.
It only took multiple different dice getting thrown in there, but we got there.
I'm stupid, okay? Leave me alone.
Just come out with a really
bonus action.
shaky arm and just manage to like rip parts of it.
Look, he just witnessed Clive cheek a vine. He's horrified.
I just imagine you get so pissed off by the poem, it's just like, you just start whacking and you just whacking it, fuck that poem, and just chop off a limb.
Realise how
Alright,
unwashed
let's
Clive
see.
is when the tree starts taking necrotic damage from being
You
in
know
contact.
what? I'm just gonna. Amber, go check on Clive.
Fair
And
enough.
that's my turn.
Zuri.
Or no,
My
Yick.
turn.
His name is Yick. Sorry. Good.
On my turn, Amber receives that many temporary hit points. 9.
I'll throw them on. I said Zuri and my
Right.
phone went yes.
A series.
And then going to the flames around to I even more as I activate this one.
Wings. And look at that. You now actually have a fly speed added to your sheet.
And it won't affect what I do. Is Amber still wrapped up, or was it the same tendril that tried to get Clive?
It reads to me that it can only use one tendril to grapple, so I read it that it has to put the other person down before it can do it again. As it doesn't, yeah, it can only constrict one target at a time, so Amber is no longer constricted as far as I'm concerned. You
It
get
takes an extra 2 radiant damage for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you get it's all damage, isn't it?
No, once per turn I can add efficiency damage and radiance to.
Ah, once per turn.
Also-
I won't change that then.
Yeah.
So, 19
Sure,
per 7 per 9.
How does your revelation
Yeah,
look
like-
like?
So basically, I spoke before. You know, in Elden Ring, where Melania turns into the second phase, where she goes up
No.
into like a flower petal. So basically, the radiant flames that are coming from Ziri's skin sort of flares, and they form into large radiant petal wings, which are now behind her and sort of giving her a little light, as it were, and still dripping off petals instead of flames now. And can I push it 10 feet away from me, please?
Yeah, as you push it over the walls 10 foot.
And then I'll fly after it.
Yeah. I'll move you over the wall real quick. Whoop. There you go. I
Cool.
guess I'll give you plus 5 foot just so you're also over the wall.
Lovely. That's
Good
my
enough.
turn.
Guy. Amber.
Amber is gonna use half movement to get up.
There you go.
She realizes she's out of range of the tree. She doesn't see that tree anymore. She sees the other one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, some leaves. So she's gonna cut. The issue is this thing has the same amount of reach on its tendrils as she has on her spit. I think. So I think she's gonna chill back and hit
Is
it.
your spit still up? Because didn't you go down?
Oh, yeah, it's gone anyway. So she's just gonna Ray of Sickness. This one.
Which
Nice.
one? This one here?
The other one, yeah, next to bait.
Alright.
Masturbator.
16 for 8. 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna.
3 drops.
Oh, nice. As you see this ray connect, and it seems to hit like into a branch, and it just the almost necrotic like poison seems to seep through wood and just slowly make this thing welt and die. And that's gonna be the end of her turn.
We then move over to Cheeks Ahoy.
That wasn't his hands again.
Alright, wait, did the vine go invisible again?
No, it's knocked behind a wall, but you can still technically see it because it's a 5 foot wall and a 10 foot creature. It's over here.
Okay, so it's over here.
Yeah.
Oh, it collides with the wall. Oh, there we go. Cheeks ahoy!
That's Clive's new name when he ain't here. Cheeks Ahoy. Advantage.
Yeah, cheeks ahoy. And then, god damn it! Why do I keep forgetting the ult? Here we go.
Every time we remind
Okay.
me somehow rolls lower, but yeah, that's the odds of it. It's you swinging, swagger, and hit.
Also, I would like to smite it.
You smiting a bitch.
Yes. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do.
You ain't gonna believe this.
What?
It has exactly 9 hit points left.
So wait, you know what? You know how I want to describe this? I want to describe this as he puts the sword behind his back. You hear a clap, and he spins around.
Just the sword is just like held in the butt cheeks as he starts to move away, very broad back. Doesn't care that he's just swanging out there now. Like the phrase big dick energy.
Get hit by his butt sword.
Great sword? Nah, butt sword. It's the end of that. I want to say horrible experience, but like, let's be fair, that was some funny shit.
Clive, seeing his comrade downed, rushed to his aid.
Oh,
My
yeah,
beautiful baby
shit.
boy.
Oh yeah, shit, that initiative order. What can Hurrell... Hurrell was next up in the initiative order. What can Hurrell do?
I'm sorry, I'll move myself
worry,
back.
don't
He
worry.
might have a back slot left, a second level cure wounds. He would rush. Yeah, he would. Oh, wrong character. He would rush over and. Oh no, he doesn't have spell slots.
Can still try medicine check.
Yeah, he will do that. Medicine. There you
Stable. And then at that point there, Clive can come round, do Clive things.
Clive will hold him close and give him a tight hug. And lay on hands.
Did Icarus just get teabagged?
go. Yes.
Yes,
Not
that's
like me to play
yeah,
it,
that's
because
it.
it would be too inaccurate.
My beautiful baby boy, come back to me. He signs.
No, he just forgot the back, so he just says, "Come to me."
It's Icarus, you come too, and once more there's
In the
just
arms.
there's just a tasteful censoring of where there would be where there
It's a
would be
leaf.
male genitalia, as just Clive stands there bollock naked with a sword wedged between his ass cheeks.
There's just one of the branches from the tree is just laying, just so a few one
Yeah.
buckle of leaves covers it.
Ishvarath will get up and say, I think I need a bath.
I suppose we all could use one, but I kind of want to go back to bed before my watch starts.
Your bed has been destroyed.
Oh, I can sleep with
You're
Horrell.
not sharing mine.
I got Horrell's, don't worry. Well, you see, darling, I can absolutely share a bed with you. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Just be quiet, you freaks.
Uh,
If I hear any noise from y'all's tents, I'm burning that one too.
Tom,
I pick up my axe and start hacking away at the one that's near us, just to try and see. Does it smell?
oh, it smells like
wooden all the way through.
it smells entirely of rot and death all the way through. It is the most vile, putrid smell that you have smelled in quite a while.
I'd like to try and cut it up to see if there's anything inside. My thinking is this thing causing the undead we've been coming across? I'd like to try and cut it apart to see if there's anything inside that looks really odd or could be causing the undead.
Yeah. There are some rather mangled pieces of body in there from time to time. It doesn't look like there's anything. Doesn't look like there's anything major in there. In terms of
Let's tell if the bodies.
Yeah.
The body's humanoid or animal? Or too difficult?
It's all of them.
Okay.
They're just all there in a way that is... It ain't right, that's what I'll say. Definitely the smell is coming from these, but you don't seem to find anything in there that resembles a magical item or such.
Yeah, or something causing anything else. Okay.
Yeah. Anything else anyone else is doing right now at Curiosity?
Brutus is saying, "Well, my shift is done."
Ifrit will be taking a bath. Is there
Actually,
an area to take a bath, potentially?
not a bad idea.
It's a bit of a walk,
Oh boy.
but you could probably find something.
Eucharist, you mind if I join you?
Oh, sure,
Sorry.
but with a bit of distance at least.
Oh yeah. No worries.
Oh my god, they were co-workers.
Absolutely not.
They were adventurers.
As you were looking through the... As you were looking through the creatures, you did find, say, a small bag with some coinage in it. You can tell, you hear the noise. And 2 daggers. Oh,
Me or
you? Yeah, you hacked up the body.
okay, so dagger coins and 2 daggers. Cool.
Yep.
I'll take them. Yeah.
I'm writing that down for myself. As you 3 go off to bathe in the river, or wherever you find.
Down.
As Brutus makes his way down one side of the river, and Icareth makes his way down the other side, and it's one of those like really awkward, like backs turned to each other. They ain't looking at each other at all. Like it's that, you know, I won't see him and he won't see me. I'd say it's probably take about 30 feet between each other. And right smack bang there in the 15-foot line on the shoreline is Kiana just watching.
Huh?
Icareth.
He's allowed to.
Just watching Icareth.
Okay, good.
Is it like a Steve Rogers just stepping out of the
Actually, you know what?
yeah.
That's okay.
Is
Go
like
ahead.
Steve Rogers just stepping out of the super searing thing where whenever he gets out of the water, she just slightly touches his back out of reflex. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like with Peggy Carter,
Yes. Marvel. I know what you're talking about.
Matthew.
So I get told to stop tapping, but I'm not tapping.
That's crazy.
So I'm a bit confused. Because, like, this is the only tapping I'm doing, and if Laura can hear this, I'm concerned.
She might have autism. Would track.
But what I was gonna say is, I'd like to think that Brutus never takes off the mask/helm, so he bathes with it on.
Remember, he has a dread helm.
Yeah, a dread helm that has
Brutus.
the Gorm mask slotted on it.
Oh God.
It's,
So Brutus is constantly with that all time.
And what about the helmet on your head?
Which head?
The dread helm is the helmet.
Of course, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. I will say keep up with that motif of constantly. It's more so like you've got these two embarrassed people, just showering away, and then you've got like this one extreme pervert just watching, like one step away from nosebleed, doesn't blink the entire time. Like if you could, it's like, oh, I wish I had a bar of soap. Like, she's cosplayed as the bar of soap, standing there like, I am soap. Filthy
I wish
perfect
I
woman.
had soap.
She spits on you. But
Why'd you do that? Wait, why are you here?
as you
Me next.
as you all come back together, is there anything that anybody wishes to do on the rest of this long rest?
How long? Oh, do we not do? How is it looking with watches? Was that just first watch? Is first watch
That was-
over?
that
or-
was-
This is first watch.
That was first watch, yeah.
Yeah, but is that over, or is it like there's still more time for them?
I mean, at this point here, long rest technically restarts, as you have been.
Really? It's
yeah.
10 minutes of intense.
And I said it would take a while to find a place to shower and wash, and then they're gonna wash, and then once they come back, they're
And
gonna
the watch
come
can be
back to
part
camp.
of the long rest. It's light activity, right?
It's light activity, but it
Yeah.
can be no longer than 10 minutes.
No,
Total.
heavy activity is 10 minutes. Like fighting, light activity can be 2 hours. Like you can take a shower and keep watch in 2 hours.
The light
And that's how you
activity, is taking the watch and playing the dragon chess and going out hunting. That's your 2 hours. Then there's what's happened here. So the 8 hours starts from this point onwards. But long rest. What I'm saying here is you've also hit, you've hit the threshold for what was to happen. So if there's anything in particular people want to do with the rest of the watch, if not, we can skip the rest of the watch.
Oh, okay. Then I'm good to go if you guys are.
I don't know if Aziri has anything for Amber.
Yeah, Aziri would have something for Amber, but I don't know if would Amber come on watch after such
Yes. Yeah.
Then early in start of our watch, she would sort of like sit down and just say, I have 3 sort of questions for you, if that's okay.
Of course, you can always ask me anything.
Yeah, because like Brutus asked me something earlier, and I don't know if I can answer, but anyway, we'll come on to that. Those things that attacked us tonight just now, those like trees and all the undead. I was thinking back home, like we had lots of fields and I had different things planted in them. Okay, and like what you planted in them grew and what came up. And I was just sort of thinking is like this jungle's like a farm in that like, loads of things grow, but what you put in the ground must grow. And I was thinking back to that time when those undead came out of the ground. Do you think something, or like maybe those trees or something, is putting undead things in the ground so they grow out and attack people?
I personally think that the creatures have been attacking us are humanoid in nature. I don't think trees can create humanoid creatures. So I suppose that there's at least a host body that's being used. So I think there's humanoids that died here that are being used for the creatures. But I wouldn't be sure if it's the trees causing it or if the trees are also an effect, just like the dead bodies being resurrected. Does that make sense? I'm not an necromancer. I don't know a lot about undead, but I can take an educated guess.
I was that's what I was doing like during travel. Is like, I remember back when we left the port, jungle was like really green and busy, but recently since we've been attacked, there's been a lot more like bones and stuff maybe, and we often get that like horrible sickly smell, and sometimes it's like pretty bad. Do you think someone's like planting the undead here? Are we walking through like fields of undead?
I want to pull out my map and check how close we are as far as we are aware to port, to the port and to the big city that used to be here.
Towards the port. You
Like
reckon
how far away are we from like civilized life?
you seem to be, from your calculation, 40 miles from Port Caglar, and 50 miles. Sorry, 10 miles. Yeah, sorry. Final answer. 20 miles from port, 50 miles from Mesro.
Let's see. Quickly doing some math. We're about 50 miles away from the big city that's supposedly been killed off, right? So with a bit of quick math, if you travel fast, we can cover about 20 miles. People usually die after 3 days without water or food. So it wouldn't surprise me if the bodies we are finding are leftovers from Nunzuru. It's people that try to get away, try to escape, and got lost in the jungle and died here. But that's just speculation.
I just wondered if, because they came out of the ground, if you remember that time we camped, I just wondered if people were sort of like planting them like seeds and stuff, and they sprouted and grew. But fair enough. So anyway, second question, and
Yes.
this comes from Brutus. Brutus sort of like asked me about Clive, and although I've known Clive a little while, I don't know everything about him, particularly about his desire to eat lots of food and stuff. I have heard him mention he's a member of a knightly order. I have heard him mention their name, not the kneeling choir. That type of thing is not something that's been taught to me, so I don't know anything more. Have you heard of them at all? There been any books?
See, that would be religion. Oh, that's horrible. So that would be a plus religion. So let's say 18. What would I know about anything like?
Religious militant sect of a church that kind of live in or around about the mountains that border the Sword Coast and Arm. For the most part, relatively quiet folk. You know, only ever called out to do certain things when necessary, but you know, good upstanding folk that uphold the laws of man and nature, and you know, usually their members are well adjusted.
As far as I'm aware, from what I've read so far, their order doesn't seem to be violent in nature. They do sometimes carry out defense, but they don't seem like they're going crazy or hungry. You know, trying to eat people. It wouldn't surprise me if the jungle
eating the enemy.
or that is not part of his order. I think it might be
But-
that the jungle or the circumstances we find ourselves in have been causing him mentally deteriorate into this behavior.
We might need to talk to him then. Oh, and the last thing is, well, no, Brutus did also say that if he died, he didn't want to eat him. I'm assuming you'd feel similarly.
Seeing his attitude towards me and my complexion type, I'm not too worried about it.
On that note, why are you so fixated about this? You keep mentioning your like complexion and stuff like that. Why?
He seems to be interested in it as well. I'm not sure.
Or was he
I just-
interested in it?
What do you mean? Sorry.
How is he interested in it?
He seems to care a lot about what I look like, so I'm just going off of
Maybe he
that.
finds you attractive.
That would greatly surprise me.
Oh, Stranger Things. On that note, when you were sort of like being healed up after the fight, I cut apart the thing that attacked you, and it had these in it. I showed the pouch of coins and the daggers. Would you like any of this?
I can always use coin.
Sure. I'll chuck in the pouch.
Fuck yeah! I finally have money. I can pay people off. How much?
Money? Oh.
How much coin can I add to my sheet?
Didn't want to check that. Let's see. I'll roll a d5. 40 copper.
40 copper?
Yep.
It's something.
That means there was
Sure you
also a
don't
chance
want
for
these?
that to be 40 platinum.
Oh, fuck off!
And you sure you don't want either of these daggers to help, like, protect you when you get knocked down again?
I got my quarterstaff for really close combat, but even then, and she kind of like, flicks your fingers and a little spark pops out of it. I have magic I can use at the melee range. So I'm
Okay,
not too
cool.
concerned with closer combat, but I greatly appreciate your concerns.
No problem. Well, as long as you're happy, and I'll try and get the others to agree, but maybe we need to talk to Clive about his issues.
Are we staging an intervention?
Maybe. Well, maybe we should
Yes.
do that if you're happy. And if you like, I can ask him about if he fancies you. You know, set you up, set a sister up.
I don't fancy cannibals. I don't fancy cannibals. I appreciate your offer, but I don't think
Here's
he's
the
my
thing.
type. I'm a little bit more into the female variety, generally. Feminine, at least. I don't really care what's in their pants as long as they look pretty.
I mean, you didn't see him before he caught the blight.
Are you
This
implying
guy.
he used to be a fanboy?
What's that?
That's a man who
Works in
expressed a bit
IT.
of feminine.
I mean, when I saw the Knights of His Order, they did like dressing up really smartly and nicely with like flowing hair and oaks and shining silver armor and stuff. He looked very different from anything I've seen before. I'll put a word in for you, but we need to have. Because I don't technically know if he's eaten a human, so I don't know if he would be a cannibal yet.
I consider some of the creatures we've come across to be humanoid enough to consider cannibalism. I mean, between you and me, there's a lot of differences as well, right? But we're still considered a similar species, no?
Yeah, I mean, we're both
It-
girls.
That's true. I'm more talking about in the biological sense. We're both very human. We've 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, all that jazz.
Yeah.
Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah. I still don't get why you're so excited about what you look. I mean, the only thing that's odd is your hat. That's only because it's rotting by now.
But you know what? How do I explain this, bro?
So proud of you, Aziri, that you don't see colour.
We are
Ziri doesn't.
you and me and Clive are all considered humanoids, right? If you look at creature
I'm human.
classification, yes. Well,
You-
if you look at like biological creature classifications, right? Like if you look at the books, there it's considered human. And if you look at the creatures he has eaten so far, some of them fall in the same classes, which I think, seeing how diverse our world is, I think that is close enough to cannibalism to be considered a cannibal. At least he has cannibalistic tendencies. You would agree with me, because you're worried about him eating you as well, right?
Yeah, but yeah, and this is all in your books. All these long words.
As
Yes.
you have spent enough time looking through books, fucking nerd, you do distinctly recall in the most recent book that you purchased,
Oh god.
in Volo's guide, you do remember seeing an entry regarding humanoid lizards.
Oh, I know what this is about. Wait, so yeah, you're saying quanti that are considered humanoids?
No.
Uh-huh.
Page 111. The words. Only a fool looks at the lizard folk and sees nothing more than merely scaly humanoids. Their physical shape notwithstanding, lizard folk have more in common with iguanas or dragons than they do humans and dwarves and elves. And then you remember, on the next page, a very distinct looking drawing of one of these.
What? What are those again?
Lizard folk.
Lizard. Oh, did we eat those yet? Did he eat those?
You fucking
But
butchered
we
one.
ate them. We,
He also
we
ate the
skinned
were.
them for leather.
He also ate the were tiger. No.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let's looking back. He also ate the human that we thought was human and that turned into a tiger, correct? Would you consider that a human?
Was it a human or a tiger first?
I believe it was a human first. I'm not the best about the different types of not transformers,
Furries.
shifters. The different types of shifters that are out there. But I believe that they usually start off as human and get
I mean-
infected with a disease that causes them to turn.
I mean, I don't know. I just remember hearing stories from the priest about how, like, lizard folk people they're not humanoid, they're just like elementals and stuff. But that was a pretty recent story, so.
My fucking god, you got the religious indoctrination.
No, that's a 2024 reference. I think they changed it in the monster manual. They're now elementals.
I'll get back to you on that one.
But all this is to say, he has eaten a lot of human-like creatures, so I consider him a cannibal. Yeah. So
fair enough.
all that is to say, I do not fancy a person like that.
They did in fact rearrange them to elementals in 2024 rules.
So ridiculous.
So
Well,
dumb.
I mean, that's fair enough, but it might be that the reason he talks to you is because he's interested in you and likes you. You never know. That rather than you keep saying that he doesn't like you, but maybe that's because you're always pushing people away. It's okay. People will like you as long as you show an interest in them. What's Boots' favourite colour?
I want to say red, but I'm not sure. Actually, would it be green? Because he's always wearing a green jacket now.
You're asking me or telling me? You've known him longer. Do you know his favourite colour?
Not on top of my head. That's usually not something that we discuss. We usually keep it to work-relating topics.
Oh, it's a thought. If you get to know them, they might like you. Even more than they do. I don't think people hate you, really.
Me and Brutus usually keep it a little bit more just business, if that makes sense. But me and Horo know each other decently.
Oh, cool. What's his favourite colour?
Purple,
Nice.
I think.
Nice.
Nice.
How are you feeling up, by the way? You hurt an ache from the plant thingy.
I got beat up pretty bad, I'll tell you that much, but I'm feeling alright. I think taking a good old rest would really fix me up, and then, we're good to go again, Just a night of sleep will fix a lot of things.
Enough. Fine. You want to go and get Hero? I think our watch is coming to an end now.
Yeah, sure, I can do that. And
I'll go and get Clive.
Amber's gonna pick up her own.
And as used to head on out, and as the day starts to dawn, I will note down to prompt for a long rest. Oh.
Two things. We have to have an intervention. We've got to find purple flowers for Hero.
What? As you are going to part ways, you hear a shifting in a tent. It sounds like movement.
Oh God.
Then it's like a push, say something falls or moves away real quick. But you get the other two up. The weird relationship that these two are building scares everybody.
Which tent had the funny noise?
Icarus tent.
Whose tent was it?
But which weird relationship are who building?
The relationship between Clive and her. The one that scares all of us.
Well, I will point to Ivan towards Itchy's tent and say, bit of noise. Keep an ear out. Not too much. Then leave him.
As that watch goes off, the weird relationship that they two are building probably strengthens, who knows. When you awake the next day, however, you see as Solida and Dragonbait are looking around, wandering around. And Amber, you notice that your tent has been repaired with scraps of material. But for it, with Pepsi off at his job interview, we shall call it there for the night with this session and pick up again next week where we can hopefully, probably, make it towards Mesro.
An intervention,
Let me see.
but he's not going to anything about
Well,
it.
maybe first the city, right?